And we're live.
Hello. Ooh, I love that transition. When did you add that transition? That's beautiful.
I've had transitions for a while now.
We're a professional group, and we always know what's going on. Hi, welcome to Roll for Bowl. I am your Dungeon Master, Ben Competence. These are the Dragon Lords. Say hi, Dragon Lords. There we go. That pep enthusiasm. So, those of you that have watched us before know our deal. We are a very fun-loving D&D group doing a Greek Odyssey, kind of a remix of epic Greek tales. And last week, I'm speeding through this, you'll know why in a second. This is a fun time. Basically, last week, the group met the Lady of Coins, a gang leader, criminal leader, basically the kingpin of the capital city of their setting. Unbeknownst to the rest of the group, I believe, has he been open about that yet?
No.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to the rest of the group, the crime lord of Mitros is also the aunt of Krerin, one of the four players. The one who's absent right now in the corner, which leads us to what I'm going to talk about right now. All of us prepared, all of us set aside time, talked about our schedules, got all of this, and then none of us realized until 5 minutes before air that this entire episode inevitably is about Krerin, who does not arrive on camera until about 7:30.
So we got 15 minutes to kill.
So how are you doing, Internet? So basically, we want to just chat with everybody. Let me see. Chat with everybody and talk about the campaign so far. And honestly, this is y'all's time. So if anybody has questions, feel free to shout them out. We can just sort of do a behind the scenes. Oh, Catwork, hello. Hello, Trebledonis is Krerin. So appreciated there. But yeah, everybody can just feel free to chat. I'll introduce the players first. We're going to go in an order that I don't think we've done. Tammy, do you want to introduce your character? Your character, and also one thing about your character. I'll ask more questions later, but we can start with that.
I'm Tammy. I play Kiki, demigoddess, Triton barbarian, daughter of Pythor. And sorry, what else did you want?
Oh, I was gonna ask just like one fact about your character, and then I was gonna give you guys more questions later. But
one fact, is it the thing you asked us to think about during our?
No, I'm gonna ask you that later. But just anything from your character that you want to share.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out an issue with my headset right now because I'm low battery, but it doesn't seem to think I'm I'm charging, so I don't know.
No problem. So that is absolutely.
Kiki doesn't know how to deal with technology.
This is our best stream yet. You guys see us when they say if you don't love us at our worst, you don't deserve us at our best. Get ready to deserve us at our best. So I'm gonna bring in. Let's go with which one of you two wants to go first? Reed, you're up.
All right, I will go. My name is Reed. I play Euphemian, who is our human wizard. And a single fact about him is that he can juggle quite well. He's a juggler. Deeply kept hidden secret.
I feel like I knew that and forgot.
It's not even his hobby. He just picked up balls one day and look what I can do.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is fantastic. That is great. And so I think that leaves us left with Allie, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Allie, and my character is Callista. She is a satyr, bard / warlock multiclass, and a fact about her is... just like a random fact.
It can be a premeditated fact, that's fine.
Oh my god, I don't know.
It's like when someone asks you to name your favorite movie and you forget what a movie is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything about her anymore. She's just gone to the wind. Okay, we'll just go with like last session. She kind of ended up in a second relationship, so that's fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's true.
Y'all were here though, so that's not.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Um, so this is our group. They have been trying to save the continent of Thylia, which is just one giant place in the D&D universe where all of the Greek mythology happens at the same time for some reason. Um, so I think you guys can ask questions, but in the meantime, I want to ask questions for the group. So I'm going to roll dice and put you guys on the spot. Tammy, Tammy, just thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you feel comfortable being on the headset right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I rolled dice for you.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of anything that's happened during the Great Games, outside of the last week in game
Mm-hmm.
time, what has been your favorite memory of the campaign, and also what is Kiki's if that's different? Everyone else
Oh
thinking
my
of the answers. I'm
god.
going to come for you.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Shit, I can't just pick one.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Whatever's coming to mind. Yeah.
Tammy's favorite would be probably when Euphemian grabbed Kiki and kissed her, but then I may be biased because this is Reed doing that to me.
Yeah, that's just a terrible bias. I love that you guys did that. Um, I love that you guys made that romance happen. It was really sweet, especially as your characters weren't romantic at all in Curse of Strahd. At
I mean,
all.
Crunch, we don't know. We never got far enough to develop that in Crunch.
That's true. Ah, Crunch. What a great character.
I
Um,
miss him and Peanut.
yeah, that was such a good. Oh, so in our last Curse of Strahd campaign, this group, Crunch was a fighter. He got what? Why did you have a bird? Was it a familiar?
It became, yeah, I think it was because I was fighter something.
Eldritch. It was
Did
like the
I?
Eldritch
Eldritch
Knight.
arcane.
Yes, and I was able to get a spell, and I chose the find familiar, and
So
I wanted a helper.
what you guys have not seen, I don't think people have done it a lot in this group. I know some people watching don't know D&D as much, but when you level up your characters, they can branch off into different things. So like Kiki is a barbarian, but there can be barbarians that are religious. There can be barbarians that like speak to nature, and they're all different. And so like Tammy was a fighter who had magic was her thing, and she could summon a familiar. And there's a lot of ways in the game to have sort of a pet follow you around and do whatever you say. And there almost every class has them. They're beautiful. They add a lot to the game, and this group chose none of them. So but in the previous game, I know you have Kyra. So anyway, in the previous game, um, uh, Crunch had a little snow owl that was helping, which was great because then I had to roleplay a snow owl that would die for them, and that was a lot of
You
fun.
did it so well.
It was a lot of fun, but Crunch was really great. He was basically a Warforged, kind of like a self-aware robot. Is the
Hmm.
very reductive description of how those work.
Yep.
And save Barovia. What was that, Allie? You can't
I
hear you.
wasn't in that. I wasn't in that game. Did you say its name was Peanut?
Yeah.
My owl. Yep.
Hmm.
Hi, I love you.
There was Peanut, and then there was and their ally that followed them everywhere was a character who had the slightly less emotional depth than Valis. So basically, those two would just interact, and the only person he was nice to was Peanut. Um, I'm off on a tangent because I missed that
He
group.
liked Koj.
Koj, but not Koj.
Until he disappeared.
Reed, do you want to tell us about Koj Minat Koj?
I mean, I can a little bit, I suppose. He was a lizard folk artificer
Mm-hmm.
who sort of was the first one to discover gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
And in going to sort of defend his village, he accidentally killed everybody.
Discovered and perfected were two very different topics.
Yeah, it turns out that, if you go through and you let gunpowder, burn off, it makes big fire and smoke and that sort of stuff. If you
Mm-hmm.
pack it inside a container, it explodes.
Yeah.
Those are different things with different results.
That was not great.
He was
So what
like
was I gonna say?
just a conga line of tragedy. That poor lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you make me cry just by your storytelling about his past?
Oh, he was just
Oh,
such a tragic character who just had so much suffering, and then Jamie likes
Jimmy
boobs.
likes big boobs.
And then what was it? I promised each of the people in that group that they can get sort of what I call loyalty missions because of Mass Effect, where they would get a 1 to 3 sessions that were deliberately crafted to be only about their character, so that for just that short time it wasn't collaborative. It was them being on center stage, and then Toph and then wasn't them being on them being center stage, right? But also secondary. So I made that offer to each of them. Crunches, Tammy's character, was just fucking beautiful and heartbreaking and lovely because it was this whole thing of like a series of events caused the rest of the group to basically look at her and like, do we trust a Warforged? And it was great. Um, Reed's a fucker because Reed was the only one I think that came to me with an idea for what he wanted his side story to be, and his side story was that he would get kidnapped by fae folk that exist within the horror setting and basically get taken away someplace safe and separate from the rest of the group. The thing that makes this horrid
Is that a
is
critical time?
that he didn't tell the group that he was doing it. They had no idea, and that the trigger went off at a time that was absolutely crucial to the campaign otherwise. So when everything was completely desperate and horrible and terrifying, I privately messaged Reed. I said, "Are we still on for this?" He said, "Oh yeah." And so his character just got whisked away, and the whole group was like, "Okay, that's weird. That's a new mystery." The other fuckery of it is that Reed made a character specifically to fill in the time whenever his character wasn't on screen. But because he didn't tell anybody this, the rest of the group was deliberately led to believe that Koj Minot Koj had been written out of the storyline and that this was his replacement character. Up until Koj actually came back.
Oh, he played it so well.
It was
Brutal.
some fuckery.
It's also very easy for him to pull the wool over my eyes. I had no idea about this, but he did it to everybody else. I didn't feel so bad.
Mhm.
And
Can't relate. I can't hide anything from my partner.
The replacement
still-
character was a complete asshole too. So
Yeah.
Best kind of replacement character.
Yeah.
I mean, there
And
was
then,
one point where they were at the church and he just spent like the 10-15 minutes outside screaming dirty ballads at the top of his lungs.
Mm.
That's amazing.
This is good. But Reed, what is your favorite moment of the campaign so far?
Oh, there's been quite a few of them so far. Outside of the games, I don't know. I really like basically any time that Allie and Kyra have to deal with their relationship because that's just hilarious.
Oh, it's
Not Callista and
beautiful.
Kyra at all.
It's
Just me.
not, no. You have put so much of yourself, of your own emotional investment into this game. It's fantastic. I think that does lead pretty organically to Allie. What is your favorite moment of this campaign so far? And we can talk about your Curse of Strahd in a minute if you want, but go ahead.
So my favorite moment of the campaign was probably going to the I can't remember the name now. The
Necropolis?
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I definitely didn't get a major in English and don't play a character who spends all of her time thinking about words. So yeah, the Necropolis was probably my favorite part, just because I'm always a slut for lore. But Callista's favorite, hands down, was when we took the oath.
Which oath?
The one that bound us all together.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Where like Kiki had to like best Krarin in order to make him do it, and then we all had to like say something, and like it was just great. I loved it, and she loved it. So
That's fantastic.
That brings to mind also just, winning Anora's trust was another big one for like Euphemian, because she was pretty dodgy around him at the start, and then he became, somewhat trustworthy.
I love Anora. I love Euphemian's got a lot of depth to him. You like characters that are like, you reveal more and more layers over time, I think is the thing that I've noticed with you. At least with a few that we've played.
it's like an onion.
Yes, like a tragic onion.
Know what else has layers?
Yeah, you're like a parfait. But yeah, there's been a lot of our group, and honestly, we didn't even like try to be like a live stream group. To start, I did a campaign with Reed, Tammy, and Jen, and we did Curse of Strahd for about a year, and then they killed Strahd. Spoilers. Strahd. There's a path in the game where Strahd can die. That's possible. So they, I mean, not for Allie's group, but so they did that, and then like we formed a new group, and while we were having our session 0. I don't remember. I think it was me, but I don't remember who it was that brought up streaming, and we kind of just realized that we've built up such a level of like trust with each other. They were like, "What if we just like hit the stream button and did our thing?" And that worked out. So thank you guys for joining us. We didn't like set out to make like a big show or to make a name for ourselves. The 5 of us just felt comfortable enough with what we did that we wanted to see if anybody else out there cared, and you do. So thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, a big part, at least my motivation behind moving to the stream, was just so that the people who would go through and say, well, what's that? When I talk about D&D, can say, well, just check us out on Mondays.
Yeah. Which reminds me, we've got to give a shout out to Tammy's mom, the OG supporter. If I remember right, well, I've only gone from what Tammy said and what I've seen in chat and everything, but I believe Tammy's mom didn't know how D&D was played at the beginning, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you guys played tonight? Who won? It's like, oh, it's not like that.
I remember you telling me that. I remember you'd say, like, after stream, she would be like, she'd ask you, like whether you guys did well, like, how do you tell, or something like that?
Did you win?
Yeah, and then I think, like, one of my favorite subplots of Odyssey of the Dragon Lords has been watching it go from, like, hearing about those stories to, like, her in chat, like, shouting out things to you guys, and, like, don't trust that person, do this, do that. I think at one point there was, like, honestly, it's one of my favorite moments. There was like a lull where I gave you guys a bunch of choices, and then nobody spoke for like 15, 20 seconds. And Tammy's mom in the chat just went, well, somebody do something. And I loved.
I think it was like kick the fucking door down or something along those lines.
Yeah, it was at the necropolis. We couldn't decide if we wanted to open a door.
Yeah.
We didn't want to die. She just wanted us to go. We also had an issue. Reed and I are a little traumatized because there was an issue in our Curse of Strahd involving him and a door. So,
hey, me too.
There was also
they fucking okay. So this is minor spoilers for Curse of Strahd. There is a door in one building that it very clearly makes it obvious that, like, before you even get close to it, it's obvious that there's a puzzle attached to it. Like, they broadcast that.
I know what door this is, I think.
What they don't tell you is that if you go about the puzzle wrong, you get struck by lightning.
Oh, that wasn't even the one I was talking about.
Oh, that wasn't that one?
No, I meant the one that almost killed him.
Oh,
right in the beginning.
Oh, at the end. Okay, that's
the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I know he figured that one out like that.
Without spoiling anything, Reed has a very healthy fear of doors based on learned experience, because realizing that we can't even sort out which door almost killed him. Yeah.
Then there was the time I got knocked out, like episode 3 of this, by the mimic door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking,
the broom door.
You gotta keep the mimic doors away from me, okay? You gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Literally happened to us. Second time I ever played.
Trevor, Jen mentioned the broom door. I'll tell the broom door story. Can I tell the broom store story?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so basically, Curse of Strahd is a spooky game. It is Disney's Haunted Mansion without the Disney, and so that's such a reductive description. It's Dracula. The first story in the game is the players trapped in a haunted mansion, trying to figure out why they're there, what's going on. The game kind of has some safety rails. It's tradition in D&D to sort of go a little bit easier in the first couple levels while the players get their footing. If you've seen the first episode of this, I did not do that. I killed Jin in the first fight, but but in the first session of Curse of Strahd, or first couple sessions of Curse of Strahd, there was this tension because they knew that this house was dangerous, but they weren't seeing a lot of monsters. There weren't a lot of fights or threats. Some objects came alive. Some ghosts attacked them. They're looking around, and they open a door that's just a broom closet, just like a supply room. And they're all getting to feel each other's characters. And I'm their. This is my first time I'm the DM, so we're all sort of getting to know each other. So Reed gets this idea of like, oh well, I know a character moment. I think this will be news to Allie too, because I know a fun character moment. I'm gonna go in there and grab some like cleaning supplies, like a soap. I think he wanted. So he went in there and got that
Bar soap. Mm-hmm.
bar soap. What Reed could not have known is that in that room is a sentient broom that is biding its time. And so post-threshold stress disorder. And so he went in and grabbed it, and I immediately rolled an attack roll for this broom, like one of those Fantasia brooms, just swooping to life and trying to slam into him. That broom, I think, got advantage because he didn't see it coming. And then I think it rolled a crit. And then I think it rolled max dice on the crit or something like that.
I mean, it gets 2 attacks. It didn't even need to. Really.
Oh, yeah, it gets 2 attacks, yeah. Yeah, so basically he's there and just, the broom just goes, hits him. Honest to God, relative to, like, how much HP they had at the time and what resources they had, I think that's the second closest we came to a permanent character death in that campaign.
Probably.
Yeah. And so he was just like, oh, hello, Fonda. This is like Fantasia Disco King. That is a wonderful description. I love this. Welcome, Fonda. Yeah, so they just went in, and it was just like, I just beat him with this broomstick, and they broke it really easily, because the broomstick can't actually fight. It's just like it's like the tabletop version of a jump scare. And so they beat it, and there was just like, this palpable tension of like, okay, I tried to do one cute roleplay moment for my character, and I almost fucking died, so that's what this house is going to be, apparently. And so that was a lot of fun.
Well, I think part of the thing was that I had left the room where the others were because they were just tit-fuzzing around in one room, and it's like, okay, well, I'm bored now. I'm going this way.
Yeah, you just went off to go explore, and this is what you learned.
Won't hurt me.
Listen, if you're a good dungeon master, people ask me how to run a good game all the time, and the answer is very simple. Punish your players for exploring or having character moments. Just as much as possible. Gary Gygax sleeps a little easier tonight. So does anybody have any questions for us? Because if you're just joining the stream, because I think Fonda is, I think a couple people are. Basically, we have a weird situation in the stream where Jen, who's playing Crayrin, is running a little bit late, which is fine. That's not her problem. Except that the entire opening of this session in the story is literally about Crayrin getting an opening chance to speak, to the point that the session would not flow right without her here. So we are just talking about D&D. If you have questions, thoughts, comments, go ahead.
Anybody want to help me pick dice?
What
Blue
dice do you
ones.
have?
I have a couple of. I guess it's purple. But
Yeah, I asked
these
Fonda's Farrell to join the stream, and then this is I think this is her first stream, and this is what I'm doing. Sorry, what colors do you have?
Oh, there's like a purple
Mm-hmm.
and like a pink
Mm-hmm.
and like a white.
You guys got preferences
like
on the dice, purple, pink, or white? Yeah.
Rose gold. Everybody
How
vote.
many dice sets do you have? Answer the
In front of me, I have 5.
I said what I said.
In my other bag, oh god, if I had to guess how many between Lauren and I own,
That's incredible.
40 sets at least.
That's incredible.
This-
Fonda's
At
Farrell
least.
says
I
15
don't know
dice
for
look
sure.
lucky.
I'm gonna count them next time.
That's so many dice.
That's
That's
just
wonderful.
my collection there that Tammy's got on the thing.
That's wonderful.
How long have you been playing, Reed?
I have been playing for, well, I would have started before the turn of the new century, so 99?
Tammy, I think your camera
Okay,
froze.
I've
or
been
your
playing
very
for
good hand
2.5 years. So
Wow.
proportionately.
2.5 years? That's
Yeah.
incredible.
There she goes.
Okay.
Mine's
Oh, not
in
even.
here.
Not even 2.5 years. Just
This is
2, I
mine.
think, because we just hit 1.
I'm amazed. So many people in my Curse of Strahd campaign are playing for the first time, or like one of the first real times. Tammy,
Yeah,
those
I've
are your
never been a
dice?
player before.
So we
Seriously?
do
Just had
That
a
was
have,
your
little
first time
pencil
being a
case
player?
of him.
we do have a
Yeah,
question
Agnes
in
is my
chat.
first player character. Also,
That means
Tammy
Curse of
Callista's your
Strahd.
second.
Callista's my second player character, yes.
Holy shit. Why do you guys keep getting like newbie bards that knock it out of the park?
That's the way to
just
do it,
That's our
man.
luck, yeah.
I did
So-
DM for a stint though before that, so
Okay, so I have a story about bards, but listen, that's not the okay. I promised we're going to talk to the audience. And Catwork says random advice for someone about to start their first game in 20 years. Go. Anybody can speak.
Just don't worry about being silly. Like, that is
Go
always
have
going
fun.
to be the big thing that is sticking in the back of your mind. You absolutely have to just, everybody's there to have a good time. Let it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't
that vein.
overthink it. Say the first thing that comes out of your mouth and just like go with it.
in that
Yeah.
vein, I found that as a spellcaster, it's always fun to have at least 1 or 2 spells that are like really weird and niche and specific
Yes.
that you like never use, and then the moment that you are able to like deliver on them is so satisfying. So,
Oh,
like,
to mess with your
for
DM
me.
like that? To mess with your DM like that? Look at that reaction he's giving.
Hey, I made it without dying.
Hey!
Hello. Hi.
Hey! Armok's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, think about what was that time that you did that thing there, Reed?
Yeah,
Some
we're
sort
not going
of
to
No
spoil it.
spoilers.
no, but you did something.
But
you
that
did something
thing.
that saved our
Yep.
lives.
Yeah,
Yep.
it did.
Well, yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And that's the one. Actually, there was quite a few of them, but that was the big
Yeah.
one. And then there was the other big thing. And then, yeah.
The shortest version of that, if you haven't seen it in the Discord, was that in Curse of Strahd, I tell the players that when you're in the final dungeon, I will do whatever I can to kill you. I root for you, I want you to succeed, I cheer for you, but when you're in the final dungeon, I will pull no punches, and I will be that asshole DM who just wants your character sheet gone. So don't come
I
into
like
the
the
final dungeon.
implication that you pull punches as is.
Oh, I do compared to that.
Really?
And so, Reed made a misstep, and I cannot be more literal. And and I basically, to condense a lot so that we can get started, he made enough of a small mistake that was going to clearly snowball that I was basically narrating the TPK and into the campaign. Again, oversimplifying. Like, we were building up to that thing. And then Reed interrupted me with the one spell that he's had on his character sheet the whole campaign but never knew what he was going to do. It fixed the exact problem. It was the only thing that could fix that problem. And he did it. And I just remember just staring there, just dumbfounded. I was so happy to finally be like the cruel DM. I don't know. Do you guys think that I was more vicious in Castle Ravenloft than I normally am? Do you think I'm typically soft or... You guys are the ones that have seen me on all stages.
I got nothing to compare to.
Yeah,
That's fair.
exactly.
That's fair. Okay.
I feel like we were kind of also shooting on all cylinders, so, you know, we're both kind of rising tide lifts all ships, you know?
Mhm.
So let me just get this clear. So, Ben, you finger of deathing me twice in the same location that wasn't Ravenloft. Was you pulling punches? I'm just clarifying.
No, the Amber Temple follows the same rules for your group.
Yeah.
For Reed, Tammy, and Jen's group, I pulled punches in the Amber Temple, but you guys have 6 players. At least 1 or 2 of them have broken builds.
And
So
we
I
had
told you
we had
guys-
4.
Yeah, they had 4 players that I think might have been under-leveled, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But you guys have 6 players that were on the right level. So that's why I didn't pull punches with you guys, because I was sure you guys could take it. But I told their group, I was like, if I pulled this as intended,
We're
you guys
good.
are gonna die in the first room.
By the way, another door that really, really was great was sarcophagi doors. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the sarcophagi.
Those are lids. They don't count.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's still technically a door, but you just open it the other way.
So we have
Please
our
continue. I would like to know more about this.
No, you
Nope.
don't.
No, you're good.
Nope.
So this leads our group. Thank
You'll
you
find
guys.
out.
If you are still here, you are
Yeah,
kind.
thank you. I'm so
and
sorry. I'm so
patient.
late, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. So we are gonna start. We're gonna skip the introductions. The Greek Odyssey. Everybody's having orgies. Gonna go kill some dragons or maybe save them, and then also titans. Okay, there we go. I've caught you guys up. So
And Cray can marinate meat. Like he's good at like barbecuing. That's his hobby.
spent a while trying to figure out if that was a euphemism.
Okay.
No, like he likes food, so being on his own, that's the only thing he likes to do.
I thought it was just
That's
bacon.
actually really sweet. That's actually so sweet and wholesome that I had trouble not realizing that it wasn't like a dick joke.
No,
I am in
no.
physical pain from holding back the fun. I just want you all know.
Well, I was
So
talking about
that-
juggling balls, so I figured, marinating
Yeah.
meat. Why not?
Yeah, if he can juggle balls, then if he's mastered balls, then you can like master your meat. That's great. So, the group has been told by Valis, the queen of this city, and the goddess of wisdom, very literally, that there is a criminal element that is turning people to stone, that is robbing many different households, and is altogether rising in danger or threat. Valis used a moment of Reed, Euphemian's character, used a little minor vandalism that Reed did. She specifically lied about where it came from to use it as to start her war on the Lady of Coins, which is the head of the criminal organization. This group is trying to get to the bottom of this because they have trouble believing that the head of this group, of the Lady of Coins of the criminal organization, is actually behind it, and they wanted to do due diligence since multiple people have basically asked them to kill her, and they didn't want to do that, pull the trigger without full evidence. So they went to go speak to her. After speaking to her enough, they were led to the Colossus of Pythor, where they learned that Lady of Coins had made it into a hideout. The Colossus of Pythor was actually a giant war machine in the shape of a person. Some of them knew this, some of them learned this. When they got to the top of the tower, they saw that the Lady of Coins was in this room that was clearly for relaxation and just enjoyment, but also had a large number, hello Fatima, also had a large number of statues in there, which seems to confirm the situation, that she is who they thought she was. What complicates this situation is that Crearin used to be a criminal, and she used to work in this same gang for the very specific reason that Jin's character was the nephew of the Lady of Coins. That relationship has not been disclosed yet. The Lady of Coins, a Medusa, was writing Crearin encrypted letters to try and get him to stay away. That did not take. They are in this room now. Curtains lining all of the walls, statues in the middle of the room, and just them alone with her. We're gonna start. Let me see if I can find some good music for this. I only had an hour. We're gonna start with the Lady of Coins looking at all of you, looking down past Crearin. A move that Crearin has seen a million times. They haven't made a lot of eye contact. You can't do that with a Medusa. But the Lady of Coins just says, I tried. to keep you away from this place. I tried to keep you from being a part of this. Why did you come here?
Find the truth.
And what would you do with that truth?
Why have things changed?
She looks over at the statues, says, I don't think that they've changed so much as they've become more of what they are.
Is Sidon making you doing this?
As if I'd worship one of them. As if I'd deal with one of them.
They're after you.
I know that, and I've stayed ahead of them for a very long time. I've been very careful until it seems now. And Valis has her vendetta against me. I assume that she convinced all of you to come after me somehow. Her head looks in your guys' direction, still looking at the ground.
I had no intention of following up on anything that Valis had asked of us, to be quite honest, until we found out that all of a sudden that apparently you've decided that anyone is fair game.
Not anyone. People that got in the way. People
They're
that stopped.
They're innocents.
In those homes, in those houses, they're innocent? You've been to Stygian Row. You've lived near Stygian Row. You've lived in the city. You know the indifference and the cruelty. Cruelty does not need to be in action. Sometimes the largest cruelties are inaction.
So, in your experience then, serving people and servants and musicians are those who are responsible for this cruelty. Perhaps an occasional slave.
Some things need to be done.
But what
Some
are we
promises need to
fighting
be kept.
against? You can't be fighting against these servants. Are you fighting against higher powers?
And she says, did I tell you where I came from before I came back here?
No.
Correct. And she says, your mother, my sister, was very kind to take me in when I needed to stay here on the mainland. When I wasn't welcome on Themis anymore. I want each of you to make a history check.
Wait, each
Trying
of us
to
or
get-
those
All
two?
of you. All of you.
I'm trying to get pens out because my one pen is dying. So I'm like, wait.
10.
11 for Kiki.
All right.
History.
That's a 17 for me.
Oof.
That's tracks.
Ooh, 19 with a -1, y'all.
19.
Or
Okay, yeah.
plus
So,
1. I can't tell.
so those
Oh,
two
it's a
would
plus one.
immediately get it.
Yeah.
We have Pocket Bacon now, Fatima, because that's points you get for viewing the channel. We're going to add benefits that you can use to spend those later. So, Reed and Euphemian and Crearin. Themis, there are several islands around Thylia. A great many islands. Most people don't see a lot of them. Just there's not a lot of need. Some of them are dangerous. You also need travel. So people are aware that there's islands around them, but they don't play that large of a relevance to their life. Um, Themis is an island that is known for a population that retreated there after a certain great battle loss. And in rebuilding their society, they decided that it would be, to a vast degree, a matriarchy. Some people refer to them as Amazons. And you would have not have known that the Lady of Coins, according to her, has fled from Themis. And she says, I came here after Decilia. Decilia drove me from my home. And I had to come here, and I did not want to be here. I made this place my home. But I swore that I would go back there. I've been keeping that promise to myself, not an oath, a promise to myself. I care about you very much, nephew. And she looks to the floor in front of you. She says, I care about you very much. I think it's the first time she says nephew in front of all of you. And just says, but this has been my goal, and it has not left my sights to return there. And I've been building towards that.
I mean, there's no point in me hiding it anymore. So I'm like, Auntie.
And she sort of recoils a little bit, just hitting home what's happening here. But go on.
We don't.
And Kyra's with you guys, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Kyra just goes, what? And then just starts writing things down. So,
I'm not even paying attention to what she's saying.
Don't mind me. Sorry, go on.
And I say, Auntie, we've always helped whenever we can. We had to do what we had to do, but we've always helped whenever we can.
Yes.
Who's going to take over? Who's going to watch out?
Maybe it'll be disbanded. Maybe if you want
so
to
that
leave.
They would win?
Who's they? Valis?
Who else?
Are you opposed to her?
Well, I'm opposed to all of that. They use their power and wealth, show off, don't do anything to help the other people.
Then you understand me. Then you understand what I'm doing.
But you're still hurting the people that we're helping.
The promise to go back there was a promise. But the means by which I'm doing it, that was an oath.
The means doesn't justify the end, Auntie.
That whole island is suffering.
An oath with who? With whom? With whom?
With whom?
Kyra goes, with whom? And
thank you.
With who?
And she says, Hexia.
Hexia. And I'm gonna look at Crayron and be like, is this another relative?
Everybody roll history. Kiki, you can roll it with advantage.
Yay!
19!
I'm gonna.
History, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. 16 or 16?
22.
12.
God damn
Hexy
it.
is the name of the dragon that took away Kiki's mom from Pythor.
How do you know her? Oh, I'm
Pythor
confused.
only said the name once or twice, but that he definitely said it in front of you.
I am very confused.
And she says, I met her when I was traveling. I traveled to many different islands in order to find allies to take back Themis. I found her island, and I swore an oath to her that she would lend me her guidance and sometimes strength and knowledge in order to gain the resources I needed to take back Themis. And in exchange, I would send her any treasure she wanted, and she looks over at the statues, and any entertainment she needed.
Oh, so is she gonna like de-statuify them?
Presumably.
And when will this happen?
I'm telling you why so that we understand each other. I'm not going to give you the details to undo it.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want to.
Wouldn't want to what?
Give us the details how to undo it.
And she turns to Kiki and says, is that what you were asking?
Well, it seemed like the right thing to ask because the real question that's burning in my head right now is this is your aunt, Cray? You didn't tell us?
You didn't tell them?
It wasn't necessary at the time. I'm trying to protect you.
Who are you trying to protect?
It's done a bang up job so far.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, to be fair, we could be that guy.
Yeah.
Couch looks over, looks down and makes more notes. And by the way, I'm gonna send you something, Jen. Um, 1 second. So 1 second. So she says, I don't see why I would go against Hexia, and also I wouldn't help with that. I swore the oath to help her. And she tells me what she knows of this city. She tells me she knows of what she knows of war and of how I need to prepare. And we have that arrangement. I don't have any investment in what her own motives or ends.
You
I
know,
can't
honestly, I don't care that you're stealing from the rich. I don't give a shit. We've been doing that for a long time. But what gets me, Auntie, is these people here who don't deserve being turned to statues.
I, for one, find the irony that we come here, you take umbrage on behalf of the people of Stygian Row, and then you walk over the little people in the next neighborhood over, as though in any way one is better than the other.
There are casualties to what I've done, but I have eliminated truly horrible people. She says this person, and she points over at this one young man holding a lyre, and she says, this man, the house that he's from, decadence and opportunism, all they want is to grow more powerful, and they don't care what happens to anybody around them.
And that young
You're
man.
familiar with that, aren't you, Callista?
I'm not unfamiliar. However, I don't really think that it's fair to punish the entertainment for trying to make do with what we can. But whatever, I'm not really here about that. I have kind of a proposition I'd like to make once you're done with all of your
Moralizing?
proselytizing, I guess. Yeah, your grandiose speeches about who is and isn't terrible and why that doesn't apply to you, even though I'm sure that this gentleman's family would disagree. Um, I have a proposition for when you're done. But I am quite familiar, and honestly, don't knock it till you tried it.
She turns to Euphemian, like just waiting for Euphemian to say what he was going to say.
No, by all means, go ahead.
We never chose for others.
It was
Mosina.
going to happen at some point. I know what Hexia wants. And you hear this sigh from behind you, Callista, from Kyra. And she goes, sorry about that. She goes, I know what Hexia wants. I've been delaying fulfilling that oath, but it was going to happen. This seemed like the best time to uphold my end of the bargain, while Valis and the others were distracted. Hexia told me that Valis and some others would be busy at this time. She said that around this time they would have other priorities. And so she came to collect. And so I had to pay my dues. I had to pay for my end. And Kyra just goes, Hexia said that? And Lady Quinn says, yes, what is it? Hexia said that. I did not misspeak I did not misspeak Kyra. And Kyra goes, where is she? Lady Quinn goes, if anybody has any questions, I will actually answer or wish to discuss.
We know you have to fulfill an oath. But if we can get you out of this somehow and get these people back to where they were, back to their families.
Did I say that I wanted to be out of this?
I mean, it's a little
I
hard
really
to
don't
leave
care
when...
what.
No,
Sorry.
go for it, Kiki.
I was going to say, I don't even really give a shit what the hell you want. We were asked to kill you for 5,000 gold. And you know what? I'd rather have that 5,000 gold right now.
And she sort of...
Relative or not.
She looks down, like, at the lower half of you, again, not making eye contact, and she walks over to her hammock. Like, these tassels and strings hanging from it, or, like, these, like, you see, like, all these things, like, there's, like, this giant, in the middle of the room, there's this metal, sort of pole, like, like a ceiling thing with, like, a single white orb in the middle of it. And then around, you see the curtains all around the room, and just, like, this, cord behind her, and you see, like, the eyes looking out into the ocean. And she looks at all of this and says, no, I knew that it would end that way. I knew that it would become that once you came here, because I have been kept abreast of who you are and the ways that Kyra and her allies resolve things. So I just thought you'd want some closure.
We're not doing any killing quite yet here. Kiki, calm your gills.
Don't you talk to me like that. I can one-shot
Calm
you.
your gills, Kiki. Stand down right now. Got it? Give me 2 minutes here.
I'll just glare back at Cray.
Glare. You gotta glare at me.
He gave you an order.
I can't, I want to smile.
And Lady Quinn says, he gave you an order? Or is this one of those things
Don't start that, Auntie. Come on now. Now that's going to low blows here, okay? There's no killing. Why don't you just go fuck off to wherever you have to go right now? I mean, thank you for all that you've done for me, but I don't know. This is bullshit, what you're doing.
I am close to having what I need, and the fortune that I have amassed will help me hire the arms to take back Themis. And I'm almost there. And Cray, I want to give you some just to back up. The Lady of Coins, as we covered in a previous visit, a lot of her money, a lot of the money that she steals gets siphoned and back channeled into helping people around the city.
Yeah.
We talked about that before. We covered that before.
Yeah.
So what's hitting for you now is that she must have been siphoning at least an amount of that off to amassing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just says, I am so close to being able to afford the army that Hexia has guided me. I know the people. I know who I'm going to bring. I know the ships that I'll purchase. It's nearly there. The time is limited because the gods and titans are not going to be that distracted with each other for too long. It needs to be now. And you just hear Kyra just, okay. Just like, and you feel like she has like this sort of body language when she's trying to remind herself that it's not her place to be a part of the story. But that is strained to breaking right now. And Lady of Coin says, "Are we done here?"
May I make a suggestion? Is that a yes?
She turns in your direction.
Please do, Callista.
Okay, so here's the thing. I understand that you owe an oath to this Hexia. And in that vein, I understand that you're not going to let us make off with these fine entertainers here. However, that being said, I don't really understand your need for all of the other poor folks who've gotten in your way, so to speak, to remain stone. So why don't you just tell us how to turn them back? We don't have to tell anyone we found you, and you can be on your merry way. And hey, you know what? Maybe giving us the cure will ingratiate you enough to Valis and the wealthy of the city that they won't want your head anymore. It's win-win for everyone, right? I mean, except for those poor saps, but you can't have it all.
I want you to make a persuasion check.
Can I give her advantage to that? Because I'd be basically saying, yeah, that's basically all that we give a shit about. Go take your gold, do what you want.
You just want to bring back the people that aren't musicians. Or is that what you're saying, Allie?
Yeah, my proposition is give us the cure, we'll ingratiate you to the royals, distract them long enough, we have a win, everyone's not stone anymore except for these poor people. You keep your oath to Hexia, and then you get the hell out of here. That's my proposition.
All right, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
All right, so there's my first roll. All right, we'll see if we can beat that.
What is it?
18 on the die, but it's persuasion, so that is a total of 25.
What was the other roll, though?
10 on the die, 17.
Okay. And she says, how exactly would you keep them away from me?
Well, I feel like a celebration at the return of all of these poor people who were injured by whomever. Don't even necessarily need to throw blame on you at all. Would be a big enough celebration that we could probably just keep them busy if you were to get out of here within the next day.
And you would
I mean, alternatively, I did make a note that I have to keep that requires a blood sacrifice in the middle of the Great Games, and I would be more than happy to drag you there for it. But I would prefer to end this non-violently. Sorry, Kiki.
And you think that you'll be able to hide everything from the goddess of wisdom?
I don't think we need to hide anything from her. I think we just need to keep her occupied long enough for you to make your exit.
We have the great relay race after all.
I mean, she has to be there, right?
What do I know about Kyra's relationship with Themis?
Kyra wouldn't have necessarily. She's probably visited there a couple times, but she probably doesn't. You never heard of her having any specific relationship with it. Why?
Well, she seems to be taking things very personally about
Mm-hmm.
this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed that was Hexia.
Um. And what was I gonna say? And she says, "So you'll swear an oath right now to protect me and my interests until we are able to leave this city."
Did I say swear an oath to protect you?
I did.
Yes, you did. And I did not mean to imply that we were down for that at all. I was trying to get at the fact that you and your kin here won't have to fight it out to the death. He's a little bit prone to dying. I don't know if you've noticed
I
this.
wouldn't kill
Um,
him.
oh, you wouldn't? What if he tries to kill you?
I wouldn't kill him.
What
There
would
are
you
very
do?
few
Would you keep him
people
locked
in.
here?
There are very few people in Mitros worth protecting to that extreme. But I would not kill Krayarin.
See, I thought you cared about all the little people, and there are a lot of little people in Mitros.
There are people that don't deserve to be hurt, and then
yet
there
you
are a
hurt
few
them.
people that deserve mercy at all costs. Do you think that are you opposed to the idea of casualties of war? Do you think that that's impossible?
I don't think that that's impossible. I just think that I'm not the one on a high horse talking about taking care of the little people and stepping on them on the way down.
You're sounding more and more like Valis every moment.
I'm not taking issue with what you're doing per se. I'm taking issue with the fact that you're trying to rationalize it to yourself, and I really do get the feeling that you're smarter than that, and you seem to think that we're not. And I'm not very smart, but I can put a couple things together.
Krayarin, may I ask you something?
By all means.
I heard stories about slaughtering the boar and what happened there, and you've mentioned that Callista mentioned that you've died several times, which seems to affirm what I've known before. So, you've been injured and died for this multiple times. This cause, correct?
Yeah. Because the
And she
whole
turned.
point is trying to make things better for the people, and this is not helping.
This is making things better for you.
And for the first time, she lifts up her face, but doesn't look at you guys, looks directly at Kyra, who just immediately looks down. And Lady of Coins just says, "So you're still using people as pawns and stepping stones?" Kyra, because that's not what's happening. I didn't pull these people into this. And she goes, looks at all of you and says, "You're going to tell me that you find what I'm doing completely unacceptable, while you are actively choosing to be the people that die and are at risk because of Versi's plan, because of this one's plan."
More a matter of less of a plan, but being the backup uh, to a situation that will be happening soon.
And most importantly, we're at least halfway informed. And most importantly, we consent.
These people did not consent to be turning to stone.
I can't.
Auntie, don't do this.
I can't. I'm sorry. I am too close, and I have spent years being careful, being cautious, and watching my back. I'm not going to get within days or weeks of having what I want and just trust someone who wandered in here with a bounty to kill me, who said that they would take the bounty to kill me. 2 of you have said that so far. And then trust you that you're going to let this all go and that you'll watch out and make sure that I'm safe.
More of a matter of an exchange, Auntie, which you are very good at. You get to go, and we get to go and help people who have been turned to stone by your actions. That's a trade, not an oath.
And perhaps more to the point, there's a very old saying that I'm aware of, that there are old thieves and there are bold thieves, but there are no old, bold thieves. You've been getting rather bold over the last several weeks, and I have no intention of getting dragged down by your stupidity because of some oath to protect you when you go on some ill-advised rampage.
Don't
Doesn't have
let
to
the
be a rampage.
desire of what you're trying to achieve overlook everything else that you've done.
It's so close.
Yes, Hexia doesn't give a shit about you.
I keep even
Yes.
odds that she'll end up killing you before you have a chance to do anything that you want anyway, so...
I won't see her again. I'm almost back to Themis. I almost am back to where I was supposed to be. Where
You know
I've been
what?
working for years that was taken from me.
How about if we do this? I go with you.
Explain.
An exchange. You give us what we need to turn these folks back to where they were. You go away and I go with you. I'm not much, but I'm something.
You are so much, Greyrin. I've told you that several times and I've meant it every time.
These folks are great. They're amazing. They're wonderful. But they don't need me as much as you do right now.
Kyra's eyes just grow wide. And she says, I could use skillful assistance and allies when I take back Themis. I intended to do it with an army because that is the way that I thought would be best. If you're telling me that you want to help me take it back, then maybe there might be some use for you there, some other way, and you would join me there.
That is the compromise. That is what that's what I'm offering. I'm never going to speak for these three. In fact, I don't want them to be there. They're not part of this.
Krayrin, I will be honest with you, if I may. When I get there, I do not intend to be as patient with them as I am with your friends. I have waited for almost decades to get there, to get where I'm headed on Themis. And once you come there with me, I will behead the Celia. I will behead my wife, and I will take the throne like I was supposed to. You cannot balk at this.
What would I know about this
Roll a history
as far
check.
as history
What would
goes?
I know about this?
Roll a history check, and Cray, roll yours
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay, I have to get my dog because she's been biting my feet and taking my blanket and barking at me. I'm sorry, I need to put her away. Give me 2 moments, please. I'll be
That's
right
fine.
back.
So I got a 13.
All right. I can give you something for that. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I intended for this to be a fight already, but these people are very delightfully talkative.
We're talkers.
Sorry, Kiki.
If you rolled a history check, you can roll the numbers in. If you guys want to roll a history check and put the numbers in the roll 20, that'll help me out. Everybody.
All of us. Okay.
Oh, Masquerade, I don't know if you're here. Thank you for following. I appreciate this. Masquerade, you are fantastic. 16, 18 for Krarin.
Yeah, I did it with disadvantage and then I did it with advantage. So does it matter?
I'm just gonna take the 17
Well,
from the top one.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled the
Callista
dice
got a
twice.
7. And Kiki, did you roll at all?
No, sorry, I didn't know I had to.
Oh, that's fine.
History.
Just 1, yeah. 9.
9.
Okay. Euphemian, what you would know, and what you would know is that Themis is very, very popularly a democracy as much as a place can be. There is a leader, but the leader is charged with facilitating the conversations, almost like a mediator, and they are sort of tradition bound to carry out the will of the people. Like whenever they make a decree, it's with the understanding that they have made it with the consultation of everybody and that the vast majority of the island supports it. It is not usually a I'm making the tough call kind of thing. A ruler doesn't make a lot of sense, but also you haven't had a lot of information about Themis. They don't have a lot of contact with people. It's very likely something has changed. Prarin, you would know that your aunt has been cold when she talks about her wife and always speaks about her wife in the past tense, and it's never a friendly subject. It's always greeted in this way of like, okay, she'll always say things like, that reminds me of my ex-wife, but she'll say it with like this inflection, like the conversation's over because she said that. And so you haven't really known what's going on in that regard. You've known there's been a lot of pain there. Her ex-wife is the ruler of a pure democracy. Reed, you would know everything about that except for the wife aspect and those things.
So in
goes-
short, then, all you're looking at doing is rolling over the small people yet another time in a different place.
She says, Themis? She puts her hand on the cord above the hammock, and then she sits down on the hammock, and she says, Themis had a ruler. She was a kind woman. I should choose my words carefully. She was nice and kind, or very different. She wanted to do right by the people, but she was inept. She was weak. Not so much. She tried to be compassionate, but her compassion led to her being naive, enabling our enemies, weakening our defenses. She was not fit. There had been problems with leadership for a while. My wife, our friends, and I knew that something needed to change. We prayed to anybody that would help us make that change. Lutheria answered.
That bitch.
Yes. Agreed. Because our plan was to overthrow the leader and replace her with a council that heard the will of the people, so that no one person's weakness or greed or ignorance would tear down the nation that we've built. We accepted the blessing of Lutheria, and you see the snakes around her face just sort of hiss and move. You realize what the blessing must have been. And she says, In the dark of night, we came to remove her. My wife, we knew that if it were necessary, violence might be used, but we should remove her from the island. My wife drove a dagger through her throat. I learned that my wife and the others had been speaking to Lutheria more than I understood. After time, they were willing to make the island a home for Lutheria's will. This was horrifying and disgusting. I did what I needed to do for the will of the people there. My wife was ready for that too. Lutheria had warned her that might happen. When I woke up, I was on the shores of the main continent.
She
Your mother
banished
had
you.
come here a long time ago. I saw her out. I want to take back Themis, and I want to create a council. I want to bring it back to what we intended it to be. There's no possibility that that is still a place of peace and joy anymore. It's been a long time since I've been there. But Lutheria's servants own the island now.
May I make a check to see if she's being sincere about
Roll
wanting
insight.
what's best for...
Roll insight, yeah.
Not too shabby. 18.
18. She has the kind of emotion and difficulty controlling her emotion that comes with the fact that she's not just being sincere, like she's trying to stop herself from being more sincere because this is a deeply emotional topic. Like this is more than she intended to give anybody. She's saying things out loud she hasn't said out loud in a very long time. Like to the point where you can tell that this is cathartic for her to say this. She says, "That's why I can't risk any of this. It's not just my revenge against that woman. And I will kill her. It's that Themis deserves better than whatever it is they must have right now. It is not just my life, and I do care for the little people. People are suffering over there under Lutheria's rule. People are suffering here.
Because you're making them suffer, Auntie.
I mean, to be fair, when you're stoned, you're not really doing anything, so...
Sorry.
She gestures at Callista like, okay, well, there's a point. And she says,
Look, I don't take issue with what you're doing. I just want you to be honest with yourself about the fact that this is very selfish behavior, and quite frankly, painting yourself as the peaceful of the two of you
honest with
while also
myself?
talking about stabbing her in the throat or the heart or whatever just doesn't really read as like a coherent narrative. So just a little bit of feedback here on the way that you present your story.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you. I mean very sincere. I came
She's
in
a
here
very
looking for a
sincere
compromise.
person.
You're
Believe her.
Frankly, a little
compromised.
disgusting.
What's that?
It's frankly a little disgusting.
She says, your
She's very
compromise
frank.
was that I should accept this offer, or that two of you would try to collect a bounty on my head. And an oath, I believe. What were the terms of that oath?
No, I didn't say anything about it. Oath.
I don't.
You
No,
brought
you
up
did, you
the
did.
oath.
Actually, Callista, you did say an oath. That
I
you swore
did.
before about collecting the bounty.
Oh, that's right. I did say that I have an oath to uphold as well, in addition to her oath, which is
Yes.
that. Yeah, that's true. I did.
What's that? What is that oath?
That oath is that I need to make a sacrifice of a life in the Great Games
You've threatened
to
to
honor
kill
Sidon.
me. You've threatened to kill me. And your friend, the princess, has threatened to collect a bounty on my head.
I mean,
And
or
you're
we could go
lecturing me.
away and not cause you any trouble.
I'm not going to be intimidated. And I don't trust a deal that I have to make at a nice point.
unarmed.
Auntie,
sure
I'm
that-
telling you, we're doing a deal. There's no knife to your throat. Calm down and think about everything that you've been trying to accomplish.
I'm
Whoever,
nearly
who,
there, and I
yeah,
am calm.
yeah, I've seen you calmer, Auntie. So this is this is what we have.
Are you
Okay?
going to lecture me?
No, I'm trying to tell you what the deal is, I suppose, in the sense that I will help you, but you have to stop stoning these people and get your butt out of here.
And she stands up and she says,
You're so close, then protect it.
the secret to removing the stones, the petrification, is if you make eye drops using a certain elixir. Drop it in their eyes, and they will return over time. I'm telling you this so that you understand that you'll be okay when you wake up when I'm done. And she
Don't you
pulls the
fucking
and she
dare.
pulls the sword. And when she does, the curtains all fall. Everywhere around the room is lined with mirrors.
Can I look down immediately thinking about this?
Yes. The
I said,
whole area.
everybody down! Look down!
Everybody looks down. She looks up. Every inch of the walls is covered in mirror. And she says, Krarin, you will wake up just fine. You, Krarin. When we come back from
No!
break, we're going to roll for initiative.
Fuck!
We love
You're
a dramatic
making it.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in 15 minutes, I believe.
All right.
First combat in, I think, 1 or 2
A
months,
long time.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
been a
all.
while.
Who's
No offense.
ready for 7 years bad luck?
Oh, I have every intention of breaking every fucking mirror in that room. But anyways, we'll see. All right. Well, I guess we're going for a fight, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I like
Reed,
how
let us
you're
know
like,
when we're on.
to be fair, when people are stoned, and I was just like, ah. That's all I have to say to that.
Look, I haven't had a lot of chance to play the morally neutral Callista that I've been wanting her to be. So
I like the character that you're doing. I just couldn't. I was really trying to be open to it, but I can't deal with. I couldn't abide her trusting some
sure.
people. I couldn't. She could not afford. She could not give herself that much trust in this situation.
For sure. I was
Yeah.
hoping Krarin would be enough of a linchpin, but
Yeah.
then
there
I
you go.
got bitchy and
Yeah,
lost
and like,
control.
yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Let's hit break, and I'll see you guys soon.
Off
right,
the
see you in a
intermission
bit.
we go. Hooray!
Hooray.
All right. See you guys soon. Stay with us. Are we?
Amazing.
All right, hi. We're back. Hello, everybody. We are getting ready for our first epic fight in a long time for this group. I believe we're getting ready. One second. So, the Lady of Coins, having decided there are no more negotiations to be had, has lowered the curtains, revealing mirrors all across the map. And I think I accidentally closed out of Roll for Bull, so I can't see the transition. Wait, hold on. Do I still have the chat? I still have the chat. Okay. Reed, I will put you guys on the new map for
Okay.
you guys to see. You guys should just see one small room. Is that correct?
No, at the moment I see the Colossus of Pythor.
You don't
And
see.
all of the maps.
Okay, don't. Okay,
Oh.
give me a second. That's being
Yep.
weird. Give me just a
All
moment.
of it.
Is that better?
Now I don't see nothing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, now I don't see anything at all.
Okay,
Great.
I
Yeah,
know
it
what's
went
going on. Cray, you should see something.
Unfair.
Favoritism.
Hey, listen,
Uh-huh.
I was at this Colossus's waist a lot. I'm just saying, y'all.
That's fair.
Got real familiar with Pythor's waist.
Why
I hear you.
is it doing that? Okay. While we set this up, I will ask everybody to please roll initiative.
I will
Do you
bring
need
us
us to do the thing for?
Yeah. 20 for Kiki.
Can you guys see now? It
It's
might be in the
No.
top right corner. Like you might not be looking in the right spot.
top
I'm looking at
right.
the whole map.
Yeah, I got the whole map.
I am.
still see just black.
Oh, I
Yep.
didn't see the transition. Boo.
Guys, I'm looking at your guys' screen. You guys can see it, so you must not be looking at the right spot. Like, zoom all the way out.
Yeah, I'm at 10%.
You should be able
Yep,
to
me
see
too.
it on the actual stream. You can see
I'm
what
gonna
I
refresh.
see.
Okay, let me see. Let me open this up because we are hitting technical difficulties.
I feel like we should
never
have like a. I
Ben
feel like we
sounds
should have like
quiet,
a
is what
jingle.
Fatima said. Read if you change the volume at all.
I haven't done any changes.
That's a corner of the map, Reed, that you have pulled up there.
That is the
So
whole
I
map.
refreshed and I'm not seeing anything.
You can only see about half of it, but because of how it's cropped on the stream. But I assure you that that's the entirety of the map.
I see you pinging something.
Yeah.
Where I'm ping, you see where the ping is and it doesn't show you anything there?
It does not. It's just a
This
yellow
is
circle.
weird. Okay, let me see because I have everything set. I have all the visions set up.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
that's where we're at.
Light, maybe? Light settings?
What about this?
I guess we need initiative. Or, I mean, I need initiative.
Did you guys see that? Anything with that, please?
No, just a
nope.
circle.
Okay.
Boo,
This
that's
is
it.
weird. Okay, Reed, can you ping where your camera's looking right now?
You should see me right there. This is more or less centered.
Okay.
And at the
That is
moment,
very,
I can
very
see
odd.
to the left and the right borders because it goes slightly lighter gray on either side.
Okay, let me try this. It's just a circle. Tammy's mom, we got this. We are going to figure this out. Am I doing something weird? Is this me? Is it me? Let me try this.
I'm gonna say yes.
Fair.
Do you want to just zoom in and we'll only look at the one piece and then we'll just pinky promise not to go see the rest of it?
Yeah, it's the weird thing is that I have revealed everything. I have turned on the lighting on everything. All right, let me try this. And when I use your guys' vision, can you guys just reload the app maybe?
Because I refreshed. I'll do it again.
Yeah, because whenever I even look at like what your characters can see, it shows the whole room.
All right, I am fully zoomed out. It is all black.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm sorry about this. If you're watching the stream, I have no idea why this is happening. Like I can't even figure out how to stop it at this point.
I bet it's the lighting settings that there's something going on as far as using the vintage or the not vintage or...
Let me try this.
The legacy settings, I think, is their favorite term for it.
Mid-slight 50 feet.
There's probably been like 10 updates since we last had a battle.
Yeah, it's been like a lot of this. Okay, let me see. You guys can see the whole map of Mitros when I'm there, right?
Yeah, we were on the map of Mitros.
Okay, so you can see Mitros right there.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so why is this map different from all other maps? Okay,
At this point, I would say just show us the map, and if we can see through the walls...
I can't. I've tried revealing everything.
Well, it was showing at the beginning.
Okay, then let me try this. Do you see everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely everything. Okay, well, let me just go through and hide the rest. We'll just
a
go
red
through and do that.
Pythor.
Thank you. That's a good suggestion. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so you guys can see the room you're in right now.
Yep, and can see the torches.
Okay, the torches are going away now. The torches haunt me. Okay. Thank you for bearing with us on our stream. This has been a while since we've done this. The app we use changes constantly. Can you guys all still see all right?
Yes, I have no control over my token.
Is that what's been going on? Mother.
They're not assigned to us.
That's what's been happening. That's what's been happening. It was the only thing I didn't check. It was the only thing I didn't check. Thank you guys for watching.
Why are there two of me?
Listen, that's just my fan fiction. Don't worry about it.
You've got multiple personalities.
Thank you, Tammy's mom. Thank you for your support. You are kind. We get through this with viewers like you. Okay. I'm going to turn the lighting on again, and it's going to work, goddammit. Is it
Hey!
better? Can you just see the thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
I see the thing.
I think I still see everything, but oh no, it's gone.
Cool. Okay.
I'm so
now,
tempted to lie. Okay.
Okay, no, don't. Okay, so listen. I was being terrified, so we're going to return to that. I need everybody to roll for initiative, call out their initiatives, and let's do that. Just call out your initiative whenever you have it.
Kiki's got a motherfucking 20. Dirty 20.
20?
Yeah,
Kiki's
but it's
got
a 20.
Yes,
Perfect.
queen.
And
Grace got a 13.
all right, what else
Callista's
you
a
got?
10.
Callista's a 10.
Euphemian's 8.
Euphemian is an 8.
I'm 10, not
And
13.
Kyra always goes on 20 no matter what. So she'll go after, or she'll go before Kiki just to keep it clean. And let's figure out for
Ben!
what's up? What's up?
I
What's
meant
up?
10, not 13.
10. Okay. Sorry.
I got you, Allie.
It's funny because we all
Tammy.
My
we all
audio is being
heard.
weird. It suddenly all of my competency with the stream dropped. Let's see what's going on
so
with
fine.
Lady of Coins.
You're so fine. You blow my mind.
Hey,
DM.
hey, Ben.
Oh, I was going for
Hey,
DM.
Oh, DM. That works. That works.
DM. Sorry, different syllables.
Kyra, on her turn, is going to just immediately looking down and just pulls up twirls her hands, and this blue and silver mist washes up through the room and then immediately dissipates, giving the Song of Perseverance. All of you can re-roll 1 die between now and your next turn. Masquerade, thank you very much for subscribing. You are fantastic. Kiki, it is your turn. The Lady of Coins stands as she looks at you. She produces from behind her back a short sword, and you see the snakes around. As she looks up in your direction, the snakes around her face start to hiss and bare their fangs. It is the start of your turn. What do you want to do?
Fog fucking cloud.
Okay.
Yes! I mean, it's my auntie, but yes!
Okay, so how much space does that cover?
It does
20
a
feet.
20-foot radius.
All right, so let's draw. Can you ping where you want that to be?
It's like this case vein. Okay, it's only a 4x4 square. Okay. I'm going to say, I'm going to center it here right now so that we are pretty much covered where we are.
Is that good?
I think it needs to go a little one column wider to the left.
1 column to the left. Okay,
Yeah,
let's see.
to get Callista too.
This way? Okay,
Yeah.
I see you want it turned this way.
Well,
It's a square, not a rectangle. Currently, it's a 4
Yes.
by 3. It should be 4 by 4.
I see. So you want me to not get it wrong.
Yes.
well, that, yeah.
Okay, well that's an interesting approach. I mean, honestly, that's on you at this point, given what I've shown earlier.
Excuse you?
I believe that's correct.
That's a funny looking sphere, but yes, that is acceptable.
Like that?
Yes, so the corners around it, it doesn't matter, but it is as long as we've got the 4 high, 4 wide.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
That's the main thing.
That's the thing. I'm just gonna stop interfering. Okay, so I have been ready for this fight for weeks. So you just summoned this mist emanating out of you. So we haven't done fights in a while. Like, how do you want to? Do you want to describe this?
Well, because Kiki is still pretty pissed right now.
Mhm.
She's just gonna do a roar, not a rage roar, but just a roar, and then I'm just gonna like bring that out, so that
Perfect.
it comes from me and it goes and surrounds us to do the sphere.
Okay, so nobody in the
Wait,
area can see around you. You guys can't see or anything.
Yeah.
let me ask you this stupid question. Sphere is a complete ball. Does
Yes.
that mean that Crayon and Callista's feet are technically visible underneath the rounded part of the sphere?
That's not. No, they're not. Why?
Okay.
Just set it in the floor like a dome.
Yeah.
Okay,
short,
it's a
you got
dome.
the edges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, he just needs to cover Euphemian's head. We're all shorter than him, so really.
So
It's
what
20
else?
feet high, technically. We're good.
So I'm sorry. So you run through your description one more time? What you did? Did you did the roar? And what was all of it?
I just did the roar and I put out my hands like this,
Mhm.
and then I just had it kind of come from the center of where my hands are and just kind of go
Okay.
out to engulf us in the circle.
So we're okay.
Just to
Are you-
clarify,
What's up?
it's a 20-foot radius sphere, not a 20-foot diameter.
Oh damn!
What
so
is
it's
the
40
difference?
foot.
Diameter is twice the radius, so it's
Okay.
40 feet across.
Kiki, that's dope.
Okay, can you fix that then on there?
Yeah,
That's on you.
Where's the whole room?
I just went by what Kiki said.
Oh my god,
I should know
I
better.
wasn't that great in math. You should know better.
20-foot radius is what
Yeah.
it says.
That's right,
Um,
that's half the circle width.
So what do we got
Holy
here?
crap, man.
So, Phils, do you want to do anything for your bonus action?
There, nobody can see anything. Can we just say the entire area is filled?
Oh!
I'm sending this to the back.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
That works there. And I don't want to do anything else, but let me just go double check, because I think my bonus action is only my rage. And nope. So I am going to hold concentration and do just that for now.
All right.
And I think that is a full action. Yes, it is. And that's it.
Okay, let me double check something.
Pass the turn.
Mhm.
I cast magic. So now I'm passing the turn.
Yeah.
So technically you pass gas.
No.
That's true.
No, Magic the Gathering, Jen.
Oh.
Or gas.
Oh. So
Now we're getting the glare.
Can we put Gray back on the background?
what was it? Is it? Did I do it?
No, just don't worry about it. Just
Okay.
making fun.
Don't mess with me about the lighting because that is a trauma point at this point.
No, Lady of Coins, you could just have Cray. We'll just head on out.
No.
On her turn,
Bye.
what was it? On her turn, the Lady of Coins dives in to where Kiki was standing. The rest of you hear this hissing and slicing as she what was it? As she swings at you.
Should have fucking moved.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and that creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, which means it evens out, and she gets a regular attack roll against you. As she swings at you, let me roll this. Mm-hmm.
How does my character work? Hang on.
What? What? Her first attack slices at you, Kiki, strikes you right across the torso, doing 6 points of piercing damage. Her second attack, what is your armor class?
15.
15. Her second one slices you as well. She pulls in close, does strikes you again, and the second one she hits you for 4, so she hits you for 8 piercing damage completely, and then she leans in near you and just says, "You're not collecting your bounty." And then you hear this hissing sound and just hissing, snapping noises as you realize what is happening. Her, all of the snakes in her hair begin to bite at you and bite at your face. When they do, you feel the poison immediately set in. They do 4 piercing damage and 10 poison damage.
Ooh.
So you've taken 14, 18, 22 points of damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "You made a mistake making threats in this room."
That would be concentration checks for those two.
She made 3 attacks, so yeah, it'd be 3 attacks, 3 concentration checks. Feel free to call each one at a time.
Con, that's not concentration?
Yeah, that's what it
It's the
is.
same
It's
thing.
concentration,
Yeah, same
same thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was very considerate of them to do that. We've done
So
a bunch
10,
of fights, since, guys. I just forgot how to fight.
24, and 15.
You barely hold on as she attacks you with this barrage, but you do hold on. Your concentration holds. That fog protecting everybody from seeing all of the mirrors in the room. Craven, it's your turn.
I'm like, Auntie, don't fucking do this! And I go and I smack her with my quarterstaff.
Roll your attack roll.
Well, for smacking with quarterstaff?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on tight.
Wait, hold on.
Just,
Yeah, no, you're good.
disadvantage though, right? Because
Yeah, you have disadvantage, but also it evens out because you have disadvantage against. She has attacks against her have advantage, but your attacks have disadvantage, is what the blinded rules say.
right, okay. So a straight roll then.
Yeah, no, it's weird, Allie. I'm looking at it too, but
Oh fuck, it's a natural
I'll put the
one.
rules in the Roll20 chat.
Reaction!
What reaction?
Natural 1. I'm gonna write an epic verse.
You
Don't see
swing the quarterstaff. Actually,
Ah!
Jen, do you want to?
Damn it, Reed!
Do you want to describe why this is a critical fail?
Because I'd say that Cray has never fought with his aunt in this manner. Like they've talked and debated and they've done things like that, but he's never actually fought against her. He's always tried to not show what he can do.
Mhm.
What Shep tried to show him. So I think in his heart he just couldn't do it. Not this first time. But he's another attack, so he's gonna attack again.
Go for it.
Come on, roll 20, don't let me down.
Okay, so your first attack, you swing, you hesitate on your first attack, and she just says, she senses it in the mist, and she just says, "We're family, Craven."
And I said, oh, well, there's nothing I can say. I'm just like, I know. And then I'm going to smack her again with a 22.
All right, that one hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, so I'm going to hit her for I think I did two-handed, right?
I thought it was one-handed. I wasn't sure. You usually did one-handed. I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was doing one-handed, but I thought it was because I had a shield, but I don't have a shield.
No, it's because you're a monk and you're unarmed and you're doing the...
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's 7... It's 7 points that I can see for one-handed. And then I'm going to... Okay,
you
sorry.
hit her for 7, strike her, and she cries out in surprise.
And a stunning strike.
Stunning strike? Oh, damn. Okay, so remind me, that's a
level
con save on her part?
Level 5! Level 5!
Oh,
So,
no, is that a
yeah, so
what's
it's one of my key points that I use, and I believe you have to make a save
save?
against my... Well, sorry, I had it up and then
yeah,
it's
it's a con save of 14.
Yeah.
She strikes, she hit her, you hear her just crumple and hit the floor as she rolled an 8.
I'm so sorry, Auntie.
She stands up and you hear her stand and she just goes, "Not yet." Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
She's down! That's all I say to my friends.
Ooh. Callista, it
Ooh,
is
stunning
your
strike,
turn.
guys! My very first stunning strike. I'm so happy. Although it is
Oh,
against
you're
my
out.
auntie, so I
Yeah.
feel
It's
bad.
also too bad that it's too bad that we can't see her. Um,
Yeah, but it was the end of my
Uh,
turn. Yes.
all right. So knowing that she's down, does that change anything that I would like to
Um,
do?
She's still standing. She's just stunned, by the way.
Yeah, she's stunned. Yeah, until the end of
Go ahead.
my next turn.
Okay, so I think most of my spells require sight. So let me just real quick see if that changes anything that I want to do, knowing that she's been smacked. Blah, 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 blah.
By the
You know
way,
what?
if you're, what's wrong?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if you're watching this stream, if you're on Twitch, you can go onto the browser and see the stats of the group and see what's happening to them and see exactly how badly I fucked up Kiki. Not very, but you can check.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Callista.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to change my plan at all. I'm going to hashtag bless, and everybody is blessed now except for Kyra. And I am going to be
Tie
like,
her up.
hey Kiki, remember the last time that you did this and you like absolutely wrecked those basilisks who were trying to turn us into stone? And I'm going to give you bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
That's
And I'm going
fantastic.
to give you a specific type of bardic inspiration. Hang on a moment while I
What?
pull this up. I get to pick, so it's either going to be. Hang on a moment while I pull up my subclass.
Nice.
Is the music all level all right for the audience and everybody?
I don't hear the music.
Yeah, I think the music did not loop.
It didn't. Oh, I thought the audience can hear it. That's weird. Let me try again.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything coming through as game audio now. And now it's back.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, tell me if the
All
volume's too much or anything.
I'm going to give you epic courage, so you have advantage on saving throws against effects that would frighten you
Yes.
until you spend the bardic.
Okay. Wonderful. I'll put a mark on Kiki for that. Epic courage. I'm gonna give you
That's
a
correct.
heart. You have a heart for that.
If I only had
Oh,
a
I'm sorry.
heart.
I am not blessed, for what it's worth.
I'm sorry.
I can only do it for 3.
Give me one last thing. Give me just 1 second, if I would be kind. Perfect. So, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yes, I would honestly love to take a couple steps back. So I would just like into this corner right here.
Okay.
Just back up till I hit the wall.
Okay. Give me one moment. So yeah, you back up against the wall. You bump into the mirror, which is how you know you're at the end.
You guys got this. That's it. That's my turn.
Euphemian, it's your turn.
Okay, let me just take a quick look here.
Shoot, I could have totally re-rolled that one fight.
So I think I can get
Damn it.
these 3.
Oh,
I didn't even roll
Kyra.
anything to re-roll.
So what I'd like to do is move forwards, and I'd like to cast Burning Hands at first level, but I will substitute out the magic for thunder damage.
Okay. And what is save or accuracy or whatever?
It's a dexterity save of 15.
But she automatically fails because she's stunned, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so roll for damage on that.
Sorry, I'm so excited we're in combat.
Go for it.
Not much. 8.
You hit her with thunder damage. You can describe how this looks if you want.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like much because we're surrounded by fog, but just like this
fair.
expanding shockwave through the fog.
Excellent.
And it should, I think, take out these 3 mirrors here against the back as well.
Sure. 1 second. Give me just one moment. Yeah, so you did, what was it? 8 damage, you said?
8 damage.
Yeah, so those, those 3 mirrors? Yeah, they all take 8 damage. Anything else?
Vulnerability to thunder damage? That's horseshit. And I'm going to walk back
Let me see. 1 second. I like where your thinking was there. I'm putting on hit gauges for each of the mirrors that you damaged.
Ooh, fancy pants.
Mm-hmm. Just feel your way around there. That's
Stub your
fantastic.
toe.
Mm-hmm. Carriage goes, hey, no, time and place. Um, Kyra is going to just renew that magic, giving all of you a reroll on 1 in 1 die on your turn, as she steps back further and just sorry as you hear her bump up against the wall. But what was I gonna say? Can you guys see the hit gauges on all 3 of them? It's not showing me. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll worry about that later.
I do. I see them.
Okay. I'll worry about it later. That's on me. So anyway, Kiki, it's your turn.
I am going to change my roar, and you will recognize this as being my rage roar now. So obviously the fog will dissipate.
Wonderful.
And then you're going to see me frothing at the gills, looking pissed AF. And
Wonderful.
this time, you're going to see my hands transform, like start bubbling and transform into like these giant crab claws, like the king crab, like the biggest fucking crab claw. I got 2 of them this time here, sucker.
Wonderful.
Don't be looking.
I'm sorry
Don't
you
be
couldn't hear
looking.
Reed. Reed cast, just to bring you back, Reed cast Thunder, hit the Lady of Coins, hit the mirrors behind her, did damage to her. Kiki, that is wonderful. As you go into a rage, your claws appear. That is fantastic. That is fantastic.
And that bitch is in front of me, so I'm going to go with my first claw.
Okay, make a con save.
Oh.
Told you not to look.
As you go into a rage, what was it?
You have Bardic. You can reroll.
Yeah.
I can reroll. Oh, advantage.
Because of Kyra.
Oh, yeah.
And also Bardic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can reroll.
Yes.
Okay, I thought my turn was done because I didn't really roll
good.
Hightailer. Stop staring at me like that. You're making me nervous. It's another 13.
Your Bardic.
Do that.
Bardic,
I'm going to do
Bardic.
the Bardic. So I'm going to add 6 to that.
Right.
Sorry, add 3 to that. So 16 plus my Bardic, or Bless. 16. So that is a 20.
20. You feel your body start to slow and harden, and then you push through it and finish your attack roll. Do your attack rolls.
Okay.
And you have advantage on them now.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta make sure I do this right. So my first hand, you said advantage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my claws? Okay, so that's a 22 for the first one.
It's 22 hits.
For 7 damage, plus 2 for my rage bonus.
What type?
So 9.
Slashing damage? Alright, so that's 9 slashing damage.
Yep. And then I'm going...
Go ahead.
I'm not done. I'm going to claw with my other hand. Hey, it didn't do... Okay, so 26.
That's amazing. 26 absolutely hits. Roll damage on that.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 2 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And because once on each of my turns, when I attack with a claw using the claw or attack action, I can make 1 additional claw attack as part of the same action.
Wait, so you had the extra attack, and then you're attacking this onto the extra attack, so you're getting 3 claw
attacks? Oh, this is
attacks
still the first attack.
Wait, hold on.
No.
How
This
is
is
it still the
still-
first
No,
attack?
you get 3.
You get the basic
Oh, okay.
attack,
So
and
it
then
is the
extra
2
attack.
attacks anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Ah,
it's 2
damn.
attacks plus
You
the
get-
1. That's 3 attacks.
Yeah, you get 3, so you get to make 1 more.
Yeah. Slash him
Why
up there,
is
Kiki.
Why is it not giving me advantage anymore? You suck.
I don't know.
Okay, so 20 and 21. So I'm going to go with the 21.
Okay. That hits.
And then that's going to be another 7, so
God,
9
it's ripping her to
slashing
shreds.
damage.
As you just hear her just not say anything, just grimace in pain and not give you the satisfaction of anything else. On her turn, she turns and
She's
she looks...
stunned.
Yeah. Yes. On her turn, she turns and she looks around at each of you in your direction. She looks directly at Kiki and then looks around at every one of you. Cray, it is your action.
I'm sorry, Auntie. Can I take my action to tie her the fuck up and put something over her head?
You can make a grapple check against her. What do you have to tie her up with that's on your person?
I have a rope.
In your inventory?
Mhm.
I would say it would take you... It's going to take you at least a bonus action to go through your inventory for that. And then an action
All
to
right.
try it.
Okay. Could I just... I mean, she's stunned, so in that case, could I just, like, trip her?
If you want to try and shove her, yeah, shoving is allowed. Let me double check shove actions. That's rude.
Because I have 2... Do I have 2 attacks or 2 actions? Let me just see. Oh,
You
it's
have
2
2 attacks.
Okay.
You can use the attack action to shove her, so you would still get another attack after that.
Okay.
So you shove her. She's incapacitated, so you push her. Are you knocking her on her back, or like?
Yeah.
So you knock her.
Like, I want her face down so that she can't see anybody.
You push her. She falls face down on the ground. I'm gonna say she's. You can't just like completely. She's not like frozen in time, so she's able to like turn around and look in your direction. But like, go ahead.
And then if you're allowing me to take another action, I'd like to smack her again, but this time with advantage, I think. Wait, advantage and it cancels out.
Well, yeah. So are you looking at her?
Well, I was, but I'm not because that's so I'm not looking at her because I don't want to friggin' get whatever.
So if you don't look at her, then you have disadvantage, and then that cancels out, so you get a regular attack roll. That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and smack her again. Yes, if I can smack her. Oh, it's another
You
8,
rolled a
but I have a
natural
reroll.
one. Yeah, go ahead.
So
Now
come
one
on.
becomes an 11.
You also have bless.
Oh, and I have
C4.
bless. Thank God, you guys. Thank the gods.
Thank
D4.
karma.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! 12.
12 does not hit. You swing, and she in time pulls her scimitar and blocks it, and just looks at you. Just furious, as she regains and stands
and I have
up.
to hit.
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Yeah, and I have to hit in order to do stunning strike, so.
Yeah, and she's prone, so it'll take her turn to stand up. But she's blocking it, and she's looking around. Callista, it is your turn.
Okay, so here's what I would like to do. Sorry, I don't know why I navigated away from that. Okay, so she's not stunned anymore, is that correct?
No.
That's correct.
Okay, neato. Burrito. Alright, I'm going to look at what Euphemian did, and who's within 5 feet of me? Kiki?
Alright, make a con save.
Me?
Yep.
Why?
Because when you look around at anything, you see her. The mirrors are everywhere.
I said I look around? Damn it.
Yeah, you said I look at what Euphemian did. If you are not okay, let me clarify. If you guys
I'm sorry,
do not,
I heard what Euphemian did.
let me clarify.
It's
If
thunder.
you guys don't have your eyes closed at each turn, you're going to see her eyes.
Gotcha. But I
Do you want to have your eyes closed this whole time?
yes.
Okay, then I'll give you that. That's
okay,
fine.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
fine.
was mostly just alluding to the fact that I heard Euphemian do the thunder thing.
All right, that's fair.
And I'm going to also be like, yeah, let's try it. And I'm going to just clap my hands in a neat little rhythm, and out of it is going to come Thunderclap, which is a 5-foot radius with a con save of 17, so Kiki, you'll have to make a con save. Unfortunately. Oh, it's not 17, it's 15. Because while I'm attuned to the Boreal Harp, I am not getting the benefits because I'm not casting the spell through it, so my DC is 15. Sorry.
Okay.
So do
you're
I have
15?
to as well? Is it a cone you said?
It's within 5 feet of me.
Oh.
All right. So all of those roll damage.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Roll damage, so 2d6. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Sorry, I have to remember about the stupid... Oh! Beautiful. We love to see it. 2 1s, so that's 2 hit points of damage to, if Kiki didn't make the save, Kiki and the mirrors around me.
But you can re-roll one, can't you?
You're right, I can re-roll 1. Thank you. I love you very much. We'll find out. 3! 4 hit points.
4 damage to all of them.
Yeah, that's the one.
As you damage the mirrors, I'm going to say that is, -4 to this one. Kiki, can you give me that save? You got a 10. Kiki, you take 4 damage as well. 4 thunder damage, which is not reduced.
Not reduced?
Not reduced.
Oh,
It's
you will
not.
also have bless. Add a d4.
I can still use it again?
It's every
Oh.
attack and saving throw.
Oh, damn right. 14 still.
Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't make it. I don't know why I said that. Sorry. I'm the worst.
Giving false
Just to
hope.
mock you, just to
False
make
hope.
you know that you can't stop Callista's magic. Please continue.
Bonus action. Healing light to Kiki. Sorry, Kiki! And I think that's a d6, but let me double check real quick because...
In Cray's head, he's like, wow, I'm actually have more hit points right now than Kiki. That's crazy. Probably not, but in his head.
D6.
That's
4! You get 4 back.
Well, there you go.
Hey!
You are welcome.
Hello, Carolyn, or hello, along Twitch. Okay, hi, I know who that is. Welcome. We are playing Greek Odyssey D&D. They are fighting a Medusa. Euphemian, it is your turn. Do you want the first thing to do on your turn to be closing your eyes?
Essentially yes, but could I flavor it as I'm taking out the dagger that Honora has given me, and I'm using it to carefully look in the reflection so as not to look into the mirrors?
Okay.
So
I'm
like
not gonna
angling
give you
down?
I'm not going to give you a lot of benefits about that besides that your eyes are it's the same thing, because the alternative is figuring out the angles of light and view, and no. But yes, that's perfect. You pull this out, block it, and Honora is shielding you at this moment.
Yeah. I'm averting my vision, but for flavor, I'm doing so using the
Perfect.
blade.
You thinking about Honora while this is happening?
I'm thinking about I'd rather not be stoned.
Well,
Kyra has so many things to say, but what's going on?
I'm going to come down here, and this time, I'm a little cheesed. I'm going to come and cast Burning Hands, this time at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3.
Not a lot of ways Craven doesn't get caught in that.
Nope.
The immediate square beside me should only be 1 square. So it's like a jet of fire.
Oh, that's how you're
1,
doing it.
2,
Okay, I
and
see what
3.
you're doing. Okay. Interesting. How many squares does it go? 3?
Yeah, 15 feet.
All right, roll for damage. Roll. Hold on. What's the saving throw? Is against
Dex
that is
15.
All right, so she has her dex saves again. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And it's a total of 22 damage.
All right. Whew. Hoot nanny. Okay.
Half saves.
You hit.
Or half on
You
save.
hit her.
Did she
You
save?
hit. Okay. Yes. You hit her. And burn her. The fire lights her up. She lets out this scream, and you hear like the hissing sound of her snakes as all of the mirrors behind her take damage as well. Let me just set up what
Those
they
are
get.
sturdy mirrors, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Okay,
like
so let
better
me
than
just those.
Walmart brand.
So it should be.
Okay, but
Reed,
like
can you
real
just draw a
talk.
quick line, just a line along where they hit, so that we're on the same page?
Yeah, sure.
Just draw a quick scratch on the map so that I know we're looking at the same things.
Yeah. So it should be. Can I can't really do it.
You just draw like a vertical line along the mirrors if you want.
Yeah. So let's just do it like this then. So it'll be those 3.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure that we got the same thing. Okay. Do you see them getting like warped and cracking? You hear them cracking. Oh, actually, this one down here just shatters, breaks, and is no longer working. The others are cracking in under this. But yes, that is fantastic. She is in a lot of pain right now. She's already not looking great.
Real talk. Did she make the save? Because it matters.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Why? What's up?
Thank you. I have a reaction, but I need to know whether or not she succeeds before I use it.
And
Okay. Is that it for you, Reed?
I'm gonna scoot out of there.
Yeah, get your ass out.
Scoot.
The mirrors did fail their deck save, unfortunately. So what was it? Kyra's turn. Kyra's just gonna call out to Callista a bit. Go. Everybody okay down out there?
I think so. I'm not looking.
Okay. And she refreshes her magic. Lady of Coins is gonna call out. Just get in here. As quickly as she does. Grekos and Neros enter up the ladder in a moment. I'm gonna give them. They're gonna climb up. I'm gonna roll their initiatives in a moment. They were on standby, waiting for this. They basically, mechanically, had readied an action to a pretty consistently. Oh, why did that not work? And then they climb up. And Kiki, it is your turn.
Okay, averting my eyes. I know she's still in front of me because I've heard her, I've felt her. I'm gonna go ahead again and so go with my claws. Okay, that's not for me, so stop it.
Yes, it is for you.
What? Where? I'm not paying attention.
I know.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna go reckless.
Wow. Okay, thank you.
I gotta attack reckless.
Emphatic.
with my claws. So that just means at advantage, right? For me?
Let me double check. I believe that does. You were terrifying for a moment there. It was a bit much. A lot of fear went through me, and I clicked out of your page.
So it should be.
That's okay. I don't know where I am either.
So it's sort
on
of...
your first attack.
Yes.
For your first attack.
My first attack on my turn, I can decide to attack recklessly, which will give me. Oh wait! Stop moving.
I didn't do it.
No, it's my mouse. The scroll wheel's all wonky. Giving advantage on melee weapon attacks, which my hands are now what melee attacks, right? Mm-hmm. Melee weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so advantage on my first one. But attack rolls against you will have. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Action. My claws. So that is a dirty 20 for my first one.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Yep. 5 slashing plus 2 pierce bonus.
Oh wait,
so 7.
If you're averting your gaze, you don't get advantage. You just cancel out because you're blinded.
Okay, well, it's still an 18 anyway.
18, so that still hits. So we'll take a 5.
So that's 5 plus 2 for my bonus. Well, 7.
Yeah, so it's 7. So she takes 7, slashes at her. She just grunts and just goes, just get them. And you can continue fighting. You have
Okay,
disadvantage on the rest of your attacks.
Shit. What
Bless.
the heck? Okay.
Unless you
I
want to
take it.
open your eyes.
Nope.
And Kyra's reroll.
Nope. Okay. Yep, we're going to re-roll that despite having had the bless. Beast Claws. So that is a 15 instead with Kyra's
15
wonderful
hits, roll for
re-roll.
damage.
16 with the bless.
Okay, 16 with the bless. So that is 10 plus 2 for my rage, so 12.
Good lord, you guys are melting her. You just slash across her. She just calls it again. In pain, stumbles back. But it is still your turn.
Yep.
Whatever you'd
So
like to do.
just for flavor this time, I'm going to aim my claw right about to where I would think her nipple would be.
Okay.
And try to pinch that fucker.
We're doing the old.
Purple nurple.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, for a 15.
That's a crap. This is a crimson nurple. This is far worse. What was it?
So yeah, 15.
I think you can add bless to that too, can't you? It's
You
like
can add bless to
every
every single
attack.
one. I'm just not going to
15
throw it out
hits.
unless she doesn't hit.
17 regardless.
Go for damage. Roll damage.
So that's 9, 10, 11 nipple damage.
That's 11. You do 11 nipple damage, and she just screams out in indignation. As you cut at her. Whew. 11 nipple
I can
damage.
only imagine, yeah.
No, I'm
just-
sure all the women watching are like, ooh.
Kyra just does that sound like no, and just like renews the magic in the area. Nero's turn. Let me see. He
Stop
is going
looking
to
at my
dash, run across, and say, and strike at Crayorin. When he does, Crayorin, what's your armor class?
Something dumb. 17.
You gotta give me more than that. What was it? Rolls, slashes at you. Both of his attacks miss.
Oh, I was just like, baby, give it one more time.
Yeah, strikes and misses as you block both of his attacks. And he just looks at you and just sneers, and he just looks at you, sneers, and says, "It's okay as long as this one doesn't die, right?" She goes, "Just do what you have to do." That's on his turn. Cray, it is your action.
Get the fuck out of family business. And I'm going to go and smack my aunt again.
Okay, roll for ant smacking. So are you closing your eyes or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, roll with disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage, right? Okay, here we go. Bam. So
15 hits. Roll for
15.
damage.
What is? Come on, baby. Go ahead and ding. I'm clicking on it, I promise. Okay, so 5 damage.
All right, she takes 5. She is looking beat to hell. If you can see, I think you guys can see her hit gauge down there. You don't see the numbers, but you see the amount. You can see the green bar is almost empty. She is already falling apart. She underestimated. She and I underestimated Kiki significantly. I do not have a lot of barbarians in my groups, and it is terrifying.
Stunning strike.
All right, so she's going to make a con save. Is that correct? She's going to make a con save?
Yes. Sorry. Con save of 14, I believe.
Okay. You hit her, knock her and she stumbles back again. When you do, her sword, when you knock her sword just falls limply to her side, like her arm goes weak, and she just says, she looks directly at you, and you can tell by her voice that she just says, I have been as merciful as possible, as I've been protecting the people of Themis. My goal is to protect them, and I've only struck at those cruelest in this city. I'm trying to help as many people as I can.
Help me, help you. And then I still have one more action.
Mhm.
So then so now that she's kind of taken care of, I'm gonna turn to whoever this asshole is, and I'll say, back the fuck off, and I'm gonna go and smack him.
All right.
Because I have two attacks. So can I hit him again with my quarterstaff? Yeah.
This is your second attack. You just hit him once.
Yes.
Oh, so
Well, I
that's-
hit the Lady of Coins and then stunning strike,
Yes,
and I'd
that's
like
one
to
attack.
hit him if that's okay with my quarterstaff.
Yes, that's your second attack. You don't get a
Okay,
third
perfect,
one.
thank you.
Go for it.
Is this a disadvantage as well or no?
Are your eyes closed or open?
Well, yeah, it should be closed because I don't want to see
Then
my
disadvantage.
ad. Okay. So I'm going to go and smack him for a 16, and
Roll
if
for
that's not
damage.
enough, okay. And that is a 7.
You hit him for 7 as he just. They said you were the easy one to kill.
And just for that, oh wait, should I do it? Wait, how many? Wait, I don't want to use all my key points. Hang on. I have 3 left. No, I'll save it for later. I'll just be like, back the fuck up, and that's all I'm gonna do after I hit him.
And on Lady of Coin's turn, she just says, Titan's Bane. She says Titan's Bane.
Titan's Bane.
I need each of you to roll a history check.
History check. Oh no, don't tell me we're gonna start the friggin' Colossus
12.
going. 22.
All right.
Yay.
8.
I'm distracted.
Cray, you would have heard rumors about this around different travels. Euphemian, you would have studied this. Titan's Bane is a sword that is exactly what it sounds like, that was lost in history centuries ago. A crucial, powerful weapon. No one's. At this point in time, it's kind of an academic speculation whether it still exists, whether it's even a myth, because there hasn't been anything about it in centuries. That is all she does on her turn because she's stunned. Callista, it is your
Don't you
action.
love monks?
No?
All right. So, on my turn, I'm gonna look over at the spies and the Lady of Coins
Mm-hmm.
and Krarin, and I'm gonna have my eyes closed. But
Okay, because you just said you're going to look over at them.
I, Allison, am going to look over at the map. I know it's confusing. You know what? Fine, fuck it. I'll have my eyes open because I'm about
you're
to
fine.
cast
You're
a
fine to
spell.
do what you want to do. I'm not trying to gotcha. I'm
No, I
just
have a
saying that
question
you would...
though.
Okay.
So this spell doesn't say I need to see the spot in range. It just says a point I choose within range.
What's the spell? What's the spell?
Sleep.
Whew,
Ah.
lovely. Okay. What was it?
Tilla.
Yeah. That can work. You just within 20 point. So you just choose a point. Just pick a point, and yeah, Fatima. Thank you. Pick a point, and it would just emanate out from there. So just ping where you
Okay.
want it to go.
I think in order to hit all of them, it would have to be somewhere in the neighborhood of here.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't want to hit Cray. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's put it here. Should be able to just get the 2 of them since it's a circle.
I want you to make a perception check.
All right.
Because
Nyari.
I'm torn on whether you would be able to pinpoint that level of accuracy on a spy who just ran into the room less than 6 seconds ago.
I mean, to be fair, I did hear him hitting Crayron. Look, I'm gonna argue for it, okay?
Uh-huh.
She heard me
Perception.
yelling at him to tell him to fuck the back off.
9.
9. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you measure around where he is.
All right. Well, I want to try to hit her and the spy, and if Crayron falls in there too, then Crayron falls in there too.
Okay, so I need you here. Let me do it this way. Where would you ping with that being the map in your mind?
Like, probably
I
somewhere
just
around
took the
here.
spy off the map. Like this
Oh,
is
I see.
This is Callista's
Well, I
room
know
awareness.
Got it. I know that they came in through the entry. I know where the entry is, so probably somewhere between her and the entrance.
Okay.
So like maybe right here.
Roll your sleeps.
I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, which
Okay.
means that it's 78.
Holy mother.
So I got to roll and do some math. Hang on a second.
Mhm.
Math. Hang on.
Do,
Oh, God.
do, do,
You'd
do,
think I would
do,
have enough
do,
dice for this, but
do.
I just don't have them with me. All right. So, who wants to help me with math?
That's Euphemian.
Do you want to just use the dice roller for the roll 20 on
No,
this
no,
one?
I did it already. It's okay. So 10 plus 14 is 24. Plus 5 is 29, and then I get 2 more. Another 6, which is 35, and then I'm going to use my reroll on one of these d8. Okay, so it's a 4. So 35, 39. So
Cool.
whoever has the lowest hit points
Mm-hmm.
goes down first, and then whatever's left continues to take out the next and the next out of 39.
Yeah, you hear a thumping sound. And just the one.
Okay. Did you check Crayron's hit points? Because it might affect Crayron.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm looking at this stuff.
Look, I voted and I just want to win, okay?
You put the spy to sleep and you hear that thumping sound.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to do on this turn as you look around and taking careful stock, pinpointing the map on the floor to the exact 5 feet and calculating for the distance of the arc, all with your eyes closed? Is there anything else you want to add to that?
Okay, so even with her looking that rough, it didn't do enough. Okay.
How rough is she looking with your eyes closed exactly?
No, I'm looking at the map.
I know. I'm just being difficult at this point. I'm just being difficult at this point.
I know. And if I wasn't also difficult, I would have a leg to stand on. But unfortunately, I just don't. Okay, bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Crayron.
Okay. What do you say to Cray?
And I'm going to give Crayron the Can't Be Surprised +5 to Perception for the next 10 minutes or until Bardic is spent.
Oh, wow. Euphemian, it's your turn. Is there anything that you want to do?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. In the
No, thank
area
you.
that we're here, what's the ceiling to floor distance roughly?
I don't know. I don't know.
Would it be less than 20 feet?
I was gonna say 20 feet exactly. What are you going for?
Web.
Fuck you. Okay, can you just draw a circle where you're doing it?
Okay. Square, but I will draw a shape. So, oops, nope, that's not it. I hecked up. I hecked up big.
Okay. Is that supposed to get the Lady of Coins too?
There. Yeah, and Cray, but you know,
Meh.
everybody else can do save.
Okay. Cray, give me a saving throw against 15.
What kind of saving throw, sorry?
Dexterity.
Dexterity with disadvantage.
Dexterity, disadvantage, saving throw. Oh, well, that would be a 19 or a 27. Take your pick.
I don't like you
This is why I
as a
did.
person. Just fundamentally do not like you
That's okay.
at the core of who you are.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
No, I
I'm
understand
sorry.
it's actually coming from a place of love, so I kind of get it. It's okay.
That part's true. Um, so they're all restrained. So they're moving 0. They still have their full turn, but they're moving 0. So basically, uh, you hit the sleeping one, which is great. What was it? When does the sleeping one wake up? When someone uses an action shake or takes damage. Okay, so you've webbed the sleeping guy. He is just ridiculously asleep, and you have webbed the lady of coins.
Do we have a sleeping emoji? I feel like we should have a sleeping emoji.
We should get one. We should get one. It should be a Lutheria. And what was it? Euphemian, is there anything else you want to do on your turn as this web wraps around?
I'm going to back up to about there, and that's about it. So the web is difficult terrain
Uh-huh.
and is lightly obscured.
Well, that's okay. This guy's turn. Let me see the web. He's got to make a dex save again because it's the start of his turn. He's gonna turn, look at Euphemian, start to march over there, and just immediately feel his leg get stuck. As he just closes his eyes to look. He closes his eyes to move his head, then opens them, looks at the web, and then closes it and looks back up at you. And Euphemian, at this perception, his eyes are complete direct eye contact, by the way, which I'll bring up again later. But he just looks and goes, okay, well, fuck it. Pulls out his crossbow, shoots it, and it goes and it flies past you and hits the mirror behind you and just
my
like
God,
falls off.
damage.
And falls off, and he just goes.
Shatters the mirror?
He has not broken eye contact with you the whole time, and he just goes, I missed, didn't I?
Did the mirror take damage?
I'm
No.
just going to nod. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, you didn't wince at all. Kiki, it's your turn.
So how is the web? Like, is it like from the ceiling and it's dripped on them too? So she's covered head to toe? Is it just her feet that's covered?
Yeah, it's basically like imagine a big cube that's just filled with thick, stringy white strands.
So if you punch it, do you get stuck?
No,
Like
you
the
have
inside
to,
of a pumpkin.
You have to walk into it before it affects you.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then I'm going to go ahead and keep using my claws because they're awesome.
Pot shot, pot shot, pot shot, nipple, nipple. I mean, crimson nipple.
The battle cry.
Nipple, nipple.
So
Nipple,
because
nipple.
she's stuck in there, does that give me advantage?
Let me see if restrained. It should. Yes.
She's stunned anyway,
Okay.
though, right? So.
Oh,
Yeah, you
perfect.
got-
Your
already have
eyes would
advantage.
be closed, right?
Yes, still averting my gaze, but I know she's
So-
there, and now she's
it's
not
just
going
average.
anywhere.
It averages out regular attack roll.
Oh, okay, so then the 19, I guess, this is the first one.
Yeah, you only got a 19. Roll your damage.
8 plus 2 raging bonus.
You hit her. You hear her start to buckle, and she just says, I don't want to die some thief.
Well, you should have thought of that before you got into this. I'm going to roll for my second attack. 22.
That hits. Roll for damage.
If I notice this is a killing blow, can I use a reaction to help stop it? Or no?
I don't think you can notice it's a killing blow with your eyes closed.
All right.
So 5, 6, 7 with my rage bonus.
Mm-hmm. You're taking your extra attack?
I am taking my third attack with my claws. That's a natural one, so 8. Wait, do I
But
still
you
have
can
to
reroll.
reroll?
You have the Kyra reroll.
Yes.
And you still have
Thank you,
bless. And
Kyra.
my eyes
Yes.
are still closed. Ben, I have never been madder at you.
Shit. Fuck.
You still
That's a
have bless.
9 now.
Bless.
9. I'm gonna try the bless. 11. 10, 11, 12, sorry.
12 doesn't hit. Oh. Were you holding on to a bardic inspiration still, or you used it already?
Gave
You
it to
used
Cray.
it.
Yep.
Alright.
Craren has one, but Kiki used hers.
Yeah, I did definitely use it.
Um,
It's like you gave me bacon, I'm gonna eat it right away. I don't save that fucking shit.
just give me 1 second.
No
Cray
putting it in
likes
the
to-
pocket here.
Cray likes to savor the good things in life.
Yeah, but it's not as good anymore when it's been in your pocket for God knows how long and died on how many times.
I mean, it's
Craren,
literally.
I've never been more alert in my life. I'm not giving this up. Got a +5 to your perception checks.
That's right.
Let me see 1 second.
And FYI, I just got this from Acostas. It's like literally been a day. It's fresh, baby.
That is
Just-
not fresh. That has been out for 24 hours.
That
Hey.
is patently a risk, or what is it? What are you? A food safety violation.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt here. Reed, your cat is a moron. She ran on the couch, jumped on my bench, slammed into the wall under the window, and ran all the way back.
I would like to steal her.
Cat things. Cat things.
Kiki,
This is why my druid is primarily a cat, you guys. I just want
Kiki,
to.
you're gonna hear next to you. Okay, it sounds like you're hurting her a lot. Like, what are you doing? How is it going?
Fucking
As Kyra's
Kyra.
just next to you.
Jesus. Kyra.
What's going on?
I almost got startled to open my eyes, but no. I recognize Kyra's voice. And it's like, it's no less than what she deserves.
She goes, this entire idea of just fighting and everybody just having to picture what's going on in their heads. It's very frustrating.
You're telling me.
And she just throws out her magic again, gives everybody a reroll.
Can you not just like make a bag out of nowhere appear on top of her head?
That was,
like a nice cloth pillowcase,
for
blanket,
whose head?
whatever, on the Lady of Coins' head.
Oh,
She's asking Kyra.
Kyra's be like, well, I mean, and you hear just, and you hear like this wrapping of like paper and everything.
Paper.
Yes.
She goes, try now. She goes, I think you can open your eyes now.
Can't.
I'll
yeah?
trust her.
I'll trust her. Yep.
Okay, raise hands. Who's opening their eyes? Okay, the three of you open your eyes. There's one of the scrolls is just completely wrapped around the Lady of Coins' face, and she just, and Kyra just looks and goes, it sounded like you were winning, so I don't think I'm interfering that much.
Damn.
So it's the eyes, not necessarily the snakes, right?
I wish we had an artist that would just draw this moment right the fuck now.
Craren, it's your turn. You have advantage. And she's pulling her paper. She goes, nephew, I've taken you in. I've housed you.
Sorry, you're very faint. The music seems to be swelling louder than you right now.
Sorry, she says, nephew, I've taken you in and I've housed you.
Is that it?
That's all she says to you. She doesn't get a lot of words on whenever she's stunned.
Okay. And I'll tell her, I said I know and I love you, and this is why I'm doing it. And I'm gonna hit her enough. If I don't know if it's a killing blow or not, can I see how hurt she is now that my eyes are open?
Yep, yeah, you have advantage on, and she's blinded and you're not.
Okay, so I'd like to and I'm okay in the web because it's started my turn. Do I have to do another dex save?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Advantage
Isn't it
or not?
only if you wanna move?
Disadvantage or
No advantage or disadvantage.
okay. I don't know actually, Cal, but I'll just do a dex save anyways. And we'll see. 23.
You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Actually, you were blessed, but
And then I'll go. Ah, good. And then I'm gonna see, and I'm say I love you. This is the reason why I'm doing this. And then I'm gonna go and smack her again.
I roll quarterstaff with advantage.
Let me just get to where I need to be. Oh, I did a disadvantage. Oh well, whatever.
That's fine. 25.
25.
25. Roll for damage. Is it one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
All right. Roll for that. That is that's 5
5.
points of damage. You hit her. She falls to the ground. She probably can't take like the rest of your turn. And she just says,
It's non-lethal, by the way. I'm trying not
Yeah.
to not kill
"Oh, I
her.
figured." And she said,
Yeah.
"After Themis, I want to kill Lutheria.
We'll do it
It
together,
can
Auntie.
be done."
We'll do it
Rest of your
together,
turn.
Auntie. Okay, so I don't know if that's enough for me. I don't know if you're telling me as a DM that she can't take the rest of my turn, but
I'm guessing. I'm eyeballing it. I don't think she can take. I think if you hit her one more time, odds are very strong you'll knock her out.
okay, that's what I want to do.
All right, so roll your attack roll with advantage.
And I'll say we'll do it together, and then I'll go smack her again.
Roll. Do the roll.
Oh no, that's disadvantage. I want.
Sorry for all the technical difficulties tonight, everybody. Thank you for bearing with us. Those of you that are still here, you are saints.
100%.
That just makes just technical difficulties just proves that what will come later will be that much sweeter.
You know, I'm gonna give out a free sub just to some random person, just to thank you guys for being here for this.
Yeah. 25 to
25
hit.
freaking hits. Roll your damage roll.
And that is two-handed again, which would be 12. And of course, non-lethal.
How do you want to do this?
And so I'm like, so I tell her I'm doing this because it sounds so bad. I'm doing this because I love you. But I'm basically, you know, it's like we'll do it together. I love you. And but her, you've never seen or heard Cray say that he's ever loved anyone in his whole life, and he's crying right now. And so, yeah.
Sorry, you're bringing the staff down?
Yeah, I just want to crack her and just like knock her out.
And she tears and claws at the paper to rip it, and her eyes are starting to race to you. And you just break her. She collapses to the floor.
And then I don't know what's happening here, but I'm immediately just rushing to hold her in my arms.
Nero and Greco's turn and look at you guys.
Is he still asleep or what?
Oh, sorry, Nero's is asleep, but Greco's looks at you guys, kind of unsure, like looking to you guys for a visual cue as to what happens now.
Hello.
No. Upon reflection, I think that I'm needed elsewhere. And he
upon
just
reflection,
and he just leaps down the ladder, and he's just gone.
can I cast Eldritch Blast at him before he goes?
Yes, do it.
Yeah, do it, go.
So he's later than me on the initiative.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right, first one. I'm gonna use the reroll.
Oh, Fatima, thank you so much. It's so kind of you.
18 plus
18
something.
hits. 18
7.
hits.
All right, so that's 1d10.
Mhm. Fatima, that's so
5.
kind of you.
And then
5.
next one, I get 2. So that one is 11. I'm guessing that doesn't.
11 damage. Do you want to describe how it
No,
looks?
no. 5 damage, and then my second blast was an 11 to hit.
Wait, why do
I'm
you
guessing
get
doesn't
2 damage? Why do you get 2 blasts?
Because we're level 5. I get 2 blasts.
I did not know that happens at level 5.
So much awesomeness happens at level 5.
Just like all my cantrips go up to like 2 of the dice. I get 2 separate beams.
Boy.
Warlocks, baby.
Cool. So how much damage was that total?
5.
5 total? Everything?
5 total. Well, I don't know. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Then
So
5.
how much? Okay. You hit him, and he's like, I'm leaving! Also, when did you learn that?
I want
you
you
wanted
to
to stay?
suffer.
Then why did you
I want
wave
you to-
goodbye?
I waved hello.
And he just scurries down the ladder.
Give me my money back, creep!
And he just runs. He doesn't say anything else. So, Kyra stands
That
over
was
to-
Allie. That was all me. I didn't even try a little bit to do that in character.
Kyra stands over Cray and just says, "Are you okay?"
What do I do? What do I do?
What do you want to do?
I need to get her out of here.
Okay.
I know I have. Listen, I've been working for her for a number of years. I have money with her somewhere. I'll just give that to her. I don't know if that's enough, but I need to get her out of here.
Okay.
And so she just starts up the next time that she lands.
I promised. It's not an oath. But I will help her with... Wait, what's the name called again? Thymus.
Famous, yeah.
Famous.
Thymus. And she says, and Kyra says, I don't want to be in your epic too much, but, what did we tell my sister?
Your sister can go fuck herself, but I'm gonna go do what I can.
Cray, I'm sorry, what do we tell my sister?
I just shake my head.
We have
and I say,
5,000
like,
gold right here.
Well,
I think we should turn her in.
While this is happening, I want to have walked over and, because sleep only lasts a minute. I want to have walked over and sat on the unconscious gentleman.
Wonderful.
And from my spot on the ground, I'm going to say, well, I think we can tell Valis that we took care of her. I mean, she's not going to cause any more problems, right, Gray?
well,
Not
if
like
I get her...
this.
Well, if we're getting her, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get her off the continent, but she needs to leave.
Okay.
I think we need a couple of things from her first. I think she needs to tell us how to make that elixir.
Let me take her to my mom.
Where's your mom?
Has your mom been in
Is
town?
is it someone else that we need to worry about?
Kiki, I love you. I do. But I need you to just calm your rage right now, okay?
I mean, Kiki, you're probably like the last person to like have issues with people's family. Sorry, Kyra, I'm not
I
talking.
never lied to my friends about
That's
it.
Jen. Holy shit, that's Jen. Whoa. Whoa,
I'm
bird.
sorry,
I-
Kyra,
I-
not you. You know.
And I have never flat out lied to any of you.
Did we ever ask Craren about his family?
Yeah, we tried to get a whole bunch of information out of him, and he was too stuck up to even share anything.
But I don't think he lied to us. I think he just didn't feel comfortable telling us. And I
He
think
never
that's-
told us. He never told us that the Lady of Coins was his aunt,
Sometimes that
despite
stuff gets
however
complicated.
how many times she came up.
There's nothing that you've kept from us. You've told us every single thing about you.
Oh, you're harassing
You
me?
found out shit about me same time as I did.
Okay. I'm gonna come clean right now and just say I have not told you guys everything about me, and I honestly don't feel terribly comfortable doing it quite yet. At least I don't think so. Anyway, I don't think we can hold it against Craren. I honestly don't know that I would have told you if the Lady of Coins was my aunt, but I mean, Craren, you really should have, but
Why the hell do you think you got your healing potions from?
ooh.
Kiki will end her rage now that she sees that probably the other guy is not going to be doing anything with Callista sitting on him too much. So I will calm my rage in that sense.
I will also drop web.
Reed, you can go back to the roleplay screen if you want.
Okay.
To be fair, we did get some potions of healing from Pythor, so you both provided.
And
I feel like
Listen,
She-
it's not even a matter of that, this, that, and the other thing. I'm taking her to my mom. You guys can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care what you do.
Trey. Come back, okay?
Okay, but like, where is your mom? And like, who
Ca-
is
Callie?
she? Because I'm
Callie?
asking outright now. We didn't ask before.
We'll talk about it when I get back, okay?
I
I'll
can
come
speak.
clean.
We'll see if I'm still here.
Well, not here in the Colossus. We're
Oh, no, I meant like if something goes wrong with that Cerberus and we don't get it here in time and I don't get to kill anything in front of everybody at the thing, I don't actually know what happens to me. So I was kind of hoping this would be a backup, but I didn't know she was your aunt. So I'm a little bit more nervous now than I was yesterday.
we should keep an eye on that Cerberus. But it's time.
And then I'm going to look down at the guy who I'm sitting on and I'm going to go, I mean, he's technically alive, right? Like he's like not great, right?
I'm not. I'm surrendered. But please don't sacrifice me. I don't.
If we remember
don't
the oath, was it like
know.
a significant sacrifice though? Because if he's not
It was
significant
a
enough.
blood sacrifice, like a blood death.
A
Oh,
life.
oh,
Yeah,
I
a
thought it
death.
had to be
I-
like
That's why I'm
significant.
like, can we
Like,
get a bug?
Are you? Do you worship Letheria?
No, I worship Kyra. She's right here.
Hi. Okay.
Um, is he ticklish? I'm just gonna try it.
yes.
Oh,
This is
okay.
this is our hideout. It's just
Okay,
like,
you're fun. I'm not gonna sacrifice you.
You're
Okay.
helping me. You're helping me get what's his name again? Nero or Giro or Gyro
this is
or
Nero, yeah.
Nero. Nero. I don't know if I trust him enough. Never mind.
Hey, he could make an oath.
To help me get my aunt to my mom.
Yeah.
You're gonna make that oath, Nero?
Yeah, I swear. I oath before Sidon, Lutheria, all of the
Kyra. He's right
Kyra,
here.
Kyra, Valis, Pythor, Hexia, Vulcan, all of them. I swear I will get you there. I will get you there.
Safe.
Safe.
And you can fuck off after that.
And I will fuck off after that.
I can't. I should be acting this, but I can't. Okay.
Once once the oath is done, I want to lean forward and just get like uncomfortably close to his ear, and I'm just gonna say, "This isn't part of the oath, but you should really give me my tip back."
It's in my pocket.
Cool. How much money do I find?
Let me roll. So what did he take from you exactly?
He didn't take. I gave him 5. I gave each of them 5 gold as a tip for helping us.
Okay, let me roll.
I mean, and like
Yes,
technically
you
they
did.
delivered, but like,
Technically
he finds
not.
7 gold on his person.
Yes.
well, we just wanted to talk to the Lady of Coins, so technically they did deliver. But I will take 7 gold. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave 2. I only gave him 5. I'm gonna leave 2.
Pleasure doing business with you. Please don't tickle me anymore. I already swore an oath.
I'm gonna just tickle him one more time.
Why?
I don't know,
It is fun to tickle someone who doesn't want to be tickled.
Kyra goes, I'm gonna go with Cray too.
Okay.
Okay. Cray,
Take notes?
she goes, Cray, I wouldn't have told me either.
Thank you.
You have your own secrets and your own troubles that you want to you're gonna say when you're ready. And trouble seems to follow us, and I'm writing down everything. I get it. My sister is difficult. I'm going to try and find a way to not make more trouble for you. But I have a lot of difficulty lying to her. Not like emotionally, like she doesn't miss anything.
Don't worry, Kyra. I'll figure something out while you guys are gone.
Listen, if we're gonna come clean with everything, I'm not a beast in bed, okay? I know that rumor. I know that rumor.
Okay, Kiki may crack a bit of a smile.
I have never seen Kyra look more disappointed, you guys.
Kyra just brings up one of the silver scrolls that she has and just crumples it and throws it across over the wall. It's
I'll
not
tell
canon.
I'll tell you the story about all that later, but I just wanted to come clean at least with that.
It's fine.
Craren, there's
It's fine.
always time to learn.
It's fine.
God, I'll tell you that story, and then I think I told you the backstory, Ben. So I'll tell.
Mhm.
So that's the backstory, and Kyra will know that.
All right, we'll look at that. So, as everyone prepares to leave and head down, Titansbane, Themis, Thessalia, another island thrown into injustice and whose only chance of salvation seemed to be rage and revenge. The truth was there, Craren. You would have to decide which people you serve. Your aunt had a means to an end and still wants to help people. A lot of choices still need to be made, including what you tell the others when you leave the tower and re-enter the real world. The great games continue. A delivery of great renown is being made to the gates of Mitros. And that is where we will end this session. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Allie,
You
I'm
guys,
sorry that
fucking brilliant. Love it
Sorry,
so
Ben
much.
was apologizing to me, and I really want to hear it.
I'm sorry if I was too harsh on you about the sight thing. I was teasing you, but sometimes I tease a little. I push a little too hard.
I fully asked ahead of time because I figured that I wasn't going to be able to get away with that much, but I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Also, just like a side note, I absolutely am grabbing that scroll on our way out.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is raunchy. And
No.
it is. You know what? I'm gonna say.
Oh my god, is this like a was it Craze life? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, this
God.
is.
No, this is
Crazy
Silver Smoke
nightlife.
fanfiction.
There's
Oh.
gonna be. It's gonna be like a couple unfinished paragraphs. It doesn't go too far, but it's like it starts of a couple paragraphs of like Cray and Kiki. And
Oh
kind
my.
of like kind of with like and like notes in the corner like enemies to lovers with like a question mark. And then Callista and Cray, and it's like hurt comfort question mark, and then it just like and then it immediately launches into like being
Euphemian?
about Seema and her.
Oh, I thought it totally would have had something about me and Euphemian. That would have been cool.
Oh.
No,
Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, she has a thought. She has. I want to say she didn't get around to it. I know what I would put, but I'm just gonna say that she didn't get to it.
That's an entirely different scroll.
Yeah.
It's a different colored scroll.
You see, she has all of these notes, basically about like these different prompts that are clearly, like the tropes clearly leading up to these moments of Crayron being overtaken with bestial passion, and now she's like, "Oh fuck it, it's not canon anymore. What's the point?"
Yes.
Anyway,
Keeping these.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you
sorry
guys
for-
so much.
Sorry for the ridiculous number of difficulties on our part and on my part. We'll be back next week. More Roll for Bowl. Spread the word. Feel free to share this. And if you guys want to say anything else.
Thank you guys for watching me kick my aunt's ass. I don't know.
With
No
love.
no KOs.
Yeah, crimson. Well, that doesn't work. Crimson nips.
Crimson
I don't
nipples.
know.
The Crimson
Yeah.
Nips, you have a team name. We are the Crimson Nips.
I was gonna
Oh,
say this is
boy.
gonna be a good episode name, but okay, all right.
Nope.
Crimson Purple.
You know what? Crimson Nips is the episode name there.
Nope.
It's the unofficial one, or it's the underground one.
Yeah, the
I'm thinking of
underground.
I'm thinking
The
of so
off
many different
menu.
jokes I can pile onto that, and all of them end with me apologizing again. So you guys
know-
have a great night. I'm good.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you
I
for
am going
watching.
to
We'll
the
see you next week,
outro.
everybody.
Have
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, everybody. Bye.